or to let love sink in into me. I don't mean to make things so complicated, but you didn't know with a heart that has been jaded too many times. Jump in line with its stare, it ain't fair, and I think you know why. Cause oh, you know you're making me nervous. You're digging deep, you scratched on my surface. Hey, oh, you know you're making me nervous, but I'm still trying to see if you're worth it. I'm feeling out of my league, I'm opening at teeth. What you're saying to me makes me nervous. Yeah, I'm feeling out of my league, I'm opening at teeth. What you're saying to me makes me nervous. No, I never learned just how to take a compliment. In my mind they never could be genuine, or they're too rehearsed to be their word. And I can't tell if it's a spell or if I'm cursed. What's worse? Cause you know you're making me nervous. Yeah, you're digging deep, you scratch through my surface. Hey, oh, you know you're making me nervous, but I'm still trying to see if you're worth it. I'm feeling out of my league, I'm opening at teeth. What you're saying to me makes me nervous. Yeah, I'm feeling out of my league, I'm opening at teeth. What you're saying to me makes me nervous. Oh, what? Oh, you're making me. Oh, you're making me. Hey, you're making me nervous, nervous. What? Oh, you're making me. Oh, you're making me. Hey, you're making me nervous. Slow down for a sec. I need to get out of my head. My face is turning all kinds of red. Oh, it's like you stole my breath, but I can't forget. Ooh, you know you're making me nervous. No, digging deep, you scratch through my surface. Hey, oh, you know you're making me. You know you're making me, but I ain't so chained to see you with it. No, I'm feeling out of my league, I'm opening out of teeth. No, what you say to me makes me nervous. I'm out of my league, so what of it, please? What you saying to me makes me nervous. No, oh, you're making me. Oh, you're making me. Hey, you're making me. Oh, you know you're making me. What? Oh, you're making me. Oh, you're making me. Hey, you're making me nervous.
Gaming Morning Show.
Ah, the sounds of morning.
Early in the morning,
Birds singing.
gotta feed the donkey.
The sun peeking above the
When you
horizon.
feed the donkey,
The gentle nudge from your morning alarm clock.
this is what he says.
A subtle reminder that today is a new day. A new day for you to watch Gaming Morning Show, the show where you'll find science lessons,
Says when I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in an oven and eating their corpses. Wow.
I thought you
think
were
about bread a whole new way.
I thought you were about to say orgasms for a second there. Did either of you ever have that happen when you were in like biology class and you're reading?
Have an orgasm? I've never orgasmed during
The biology text doesn't do that for you. It's like, oh yeah.
great deals.
computers and accessories
Wait,
special bundle.
Mike, they got the super chroma color in. Did you know they had that? You
I know.
overpaid for your computer.
By a lot. I wonder if, do you think they price match?
They might. Well, this is half off.
Can you take a screenshot of this and try to get a store price match?
And linguistic perfection.
Is that like when I roll my R's?
Good.
Romance.
Great.
Romance. See, everyone.
Romance.
It's not a hiss.
So let me hear your battle cry.
Kiki. Oh!
Kiki what?
As we all charge into Gaming Morning Show.
More like Kiki. Whoa, am I right?
Now, if only I could find a way out of this box. I'll catch up. 'Cause GMS starts right now.
Morning! Gamer! Thursday, November 18th, 2021. This is Gaming Morning Show. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Mike, Sean, and Hefty with you this morning. It's going to be a heck of a ride for 3 hours all the way up until 9 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to talk about Disney characters. There's going to probably be some stories from Ben Hooper. We'll tell you some days of the day and have birthdays and this day in gaming history and Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. Hell, we might even do Puppet Pals Mad Libs Theater. It just depends on your behavior, chat. If you can handle it, we'll give it to you. If you can't, I don't know what we're going to do. Might shift things up. We're not scared. Figure it out. After Dark was lit yesterday. Am I understanding this correctly? Again, I'm the guy who doesn't know anything about the Marvel. But we're going to have like a doctor off at the end of this whole thing?
Yep, Doc v. Doc. Yep.
Don't you find it a little odd that you had two doctors on yesterday and they picked the Doctor as the best superhero?
No.
Seems a
He
little
was
too
one of
convenient.
my 3 pre-picks that I thought would have made it in my understanding. So yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the dude's just a big old badass. Like, it's really hard to fight with someone who can, like bend space and time. So it's weird, I know.
And don't forget the pocket universes. In such a time we live in, with the pocket shortages, that's even more powerful.
It's very sad.
What's worse, the chip shortages or the pocket shortages?
It's a push, I think.
Yep.
So you have Doctor Doom and Doctor Strange, and are you actually going to have a show dedicated to figuring out who's the best of those two?
I don't think it'll be a full show, but I'm hoping we can have our 4 expert comic book men's on to have a little bit of a discussion. I don't think it would be a full show, but it would definitely be a little bit. So that would be very exciting, and I think it would be cool.
GMS After Dark happens Wednesdays, 4:45 p.m. Pacific time. Mark it on your calendar. It's a good show. It's worth checking
Also,
out.
sorry, Downs.
Imagine watching the VOD all the way up until Gaming Morning Show starts. I mean, come on, Dad. You can't be awake to watch it live at like 2 in the morning.
Wah wah.
Oh, hey, don't worry. We'll fix it.
Spoiler tease.
There. Don't listen to what we're about to say. It's Gaming Morning Show, and it's Thursday, November 18th, 2021. Thanks for being here. Mike and Sean over there. It's great to see you. I don't know what we're going to do about the chat part, but we'll figure that part out. KJ is here. Downs is here as well. Kiki Low this morning. Good morning to you. Scott Chick has been here. Also, 25 after the hour, it was just a KJ and Kiki Low party. They were just hanging out, having a good time, probably having some scones. You know, things are fine. Hope it was a good morning. So, Downs says,
Scones.
yeah, they're, oh no, I don't want to do this again. This is so hard. I think the bread is the hardest to track. Because you go from like crisps and chips and biscuits in like the cookie realm, but then when you get to scones, it's very, very confusing. Although I'm finally watching Ted Lasso on the recommendation of like everybody in this chat, and there is a moment where Ted Lasso hands someone a scone, and it's a biscuit. It looks straight up like it came from KFC. That's exactly as described by Copia. It's a biscuit. So that's not a biscuit. Anyway, it's confusing. Down says, I feel like you, GMS After Dark, needs a fact checker. Like K-Laugh. Can he pull a double shift on a Wentz? I like how you're volunteering K-Laugh.
Why do we need a fact checker, Downs? Are you calling into question something that I said? Go ahead. Tell me. Tell me, what did I say that was wrong? Downs. Sorry.
Mike got defensive for a second. Uh-oh. Calling a lot of things into question. Why did
Things in
you
America and over there are different.
Why didn't you all talk about this on the GMS After Dark after show?
You guys see this over here? Downs, Diego is angry and he's coming for you. He's like freaking out behind me right here.
It's Diego, the gaming morning lizard. Ba-dum-bum.
Hate to see Diego when he's angry. Wolverine can swim, says Downs.
He weighs like a
can't.
million pounds.
We actually fact checked that one.
In
That
real
came from
time,
the
Downs.
official Marvel wiki.
Can he swim in a
Yep.
4-foot pool?
like a 1 foot pool maybe.
Okay.
Well, depends
pretty
how far.
short.
Yeah, and it depends how far forward he can move his head while he's in there. He doesn't take baths. He only takes showers.
You see Wolverine just freaking out in the bathtub, be like, "Help me! Get me out of here!" All right, we got an overdue library book. Now we've had one of these kind of stories before. This one's several
This
decades.
one's old.
Yeah, several decades. That got returned. We'll tell you about that story. Dog phone. Remember Dog TV last week? Well, we have Dog phone for you.
It's updated.
And also, something happened at Oregon State University that left dozens stranded. We'll tell you that story coming up as well. Is it Occult Day?
The
Occult?
occult.
Occult?
Occult. You're so silly.
Bo Jolace Novu Day.
Close enough.
Crashed it. Nailed it.
But I love Bojo Lace. Did he play for the Packers?
That's what's wine.
Kicker?
It's about wine, and it's great. It's a great day.
Kicker,
So,
kicker for the Packers.
is that
Saints.
Crosby Day? Can't remember Crosby's first name. So yeah, there you go. It's
Stills
Crosby
and
Day.
Nash.
It's
great.
also Vichocios Day. It's about soup.
Yep. It sure is.
So let us know how you're celebrating both Beaujolais Novu Day.
You're killing KJ a little bit. And her
And-
soul is just burning.
and Vichociosi Day.
I think we're
a hockey
think we're-
player, right?
I think we're gonna have to have KJ hop in Discord and come pronounce these words.
Just,
It's fine.
just Ryan will stop talking and KJ's voice will happen, and then they'll come back.
It's also Apple Cider Day. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's Apple Cider Day. Although apple cider would be delightful. cedar wood that you put like on
Perhaps.
your walls or something, maybe on a deck that smells a little bit like apple. Be delightful. It's Princess Day. It's Adoption Day. It's Use Less Stuff Day. And it is Housing Day. Among the days of the day.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah.
I think the saddest part is KJ could right now write everything phonetically in chat. And then I would look at it and just butcher it as badly as possible. You could. It doesn't help. It was like the other day when Calaf was trying to help me describe the bristles on the bottom of worms. And I had to just dodge a word because I wasn't going to say what I thought that was on the first read. So, thank you, Calaf, for helping me with that. All right. Today is also Mickey Mouse Day, so we ask you, what is your favorite Disney character? And I thought about saying, like, hey, what's your favorite, like, classic Disney character? So, for example, if you're a huge Vanellope von Schweetz fan, we wouldn't have that here. But it's Mickey Mouse Day. It's, I think, Mickey Mouse's birthday. And so, do you have a favorite Disney character or one of your top 3?
I've always liked Chip and Dale
Here they're getting a movie.
Rangers.
in all of their iterations.
Rescue Rangers was awesome.
Rescue Rangers was awesome.
They're okay.
I think this happened mostly through Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, but I think I'm a big fan of Daisy Duck. Daisy Duck's just a badass. Doesn't give a care. Keeps people in line.
Oh. I don't think I've ever like had that. I'm like, yeah, Daisy Duck, yeah, she's a badass.
How much
Like,
how much
what?
Clubhouse did you watch?
A lot.
Wow. Yeah, that's where I found it. It's like, man,
Huh.
if it wasn't for Daisy Duck, y'all be lost. It's the voice of reason. Plus, Daisy Duck wears purple, so let's go.
I always found a strange connection with Goofy. He was always a big favorite of mine. And then if I had to go top 3, right, I'd probably go Olaf, Maui, Goofy. Yeah.
Olaf's
not
pretty
bad.
okay. I mean, if we're going in
And that's not. I'm not counting the Marvel universe because I mean, they're technically Disney, but
It's a whole new.
yeah,
yeah,
Bag
it's a
of
whole
worms.
other conversation.
it's almost like a whole new world or something.
Oh god.
Star Wars. I mean, we could spend all day on that. I mean, if we're talking
Yeah.
the whole expansive universe, like, I mean, Elsa's the best. But come on,
Let it,
into the
let it
unknown.
go.
I like how I feel like I've completely forgot about Let It Go because of Into the Unknown, and that was the best part of Frozen 2. It was not nearly as good of a movie as Frozen 1. So, Elsa's the best, Papa Paws. Also, good moron to you, Papa Paws. Aura's here too. Aura came through and said, "Hey, guess what I did? I went clubbing with my coaches yesterday."
Top of the moron.
Oh my! Is that a good oh my? Is that a bad oh my? What kind of oh my is that, Aura? Concerned. Let's see. We got KJ saying Ariel or Merida or Maleficent. All of those are good choices. Ursula's pretty good too, from a character standpoint. Ursula was a bad person, but good character. And then you have Aura saying even Fox these days. So Simpsons. That's true. Yeah, you could have Homer Simpson be your favorite Disney character. That seems so strange to say.
Yep.
Does Disney own us yet?
Does Disney own us?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
I mean,
They
listen,
own everything.
based on the amount of knowledge and quick turnaround we get from fulfillment, if they do own us, we won't find out for like 6 more months.
That's fair.
We're going to get fined for something bad we said about the mouse 4 months ago. You're like, what was this for? It's like, you said something bad about the mouse. So? You're owned by the mouse. Damn it. Frozen 2 is better, says Papa Paws. All right. I feel like Papa Paws had this happen during that long charity stream of Papa's, where they had that ranking of Disney movies, and someone came up with this idea that Frozen's a bad movie, and then has just had to run with that lie for the rest of his life. Like, doesn't truly believe it, but said, "Yeah, I think that's right," because he was sleep deprived at the time. He didn't know what he was
That
talking
makes
about.
sense.
Yeah.
I hate Frozen. Maybe it's just, and again, this is I don't. It's not because it's not a depiction on the movie. I think it's a good movie-ish. However, when you watch it 6 times a day for like 3 years, you know, you start to dislike.
You know, Mike, I think the problem is you need to set boundaries for your daughter. Okay, I only let my daughter watch it 5 times a day. Okay.
Yeah.
So 6 is a little ridiculous.
I'm a sap. So. Daddy, Frozen. Fine. Only
Did she-
watched it 8 times today.
Did she get frozen even out of her mouth before you're like, yes, of course, whatever you want, sweetheart?
Honestly, she'd be like, "Can I watch TV?" And you're like, "Sure." And then Frozen just like turns on. I didn't even do it. It just shows up.
It's like a default button on the
Yeah.
on the remote. There's the
Disney owns my
Netflix
remote,
button,
apparently.
the Hulu button, and the Frozen button.
Luckily, I was able to move that towards Moana when it came out.
Yes.
But it still would show up.
I actually will admit that, like, as much as I like Elsa, Moana is a far more entertaining movie from start to finish.
Oh, at 1,000%.
Yeah. Absolutely. Kiki Lo says, I haven't seen the second one yet. Kiki, with all your extra time, how have you not seen the second Frozen?
Watch party
Just have your
in LA.
just have your daughter say, "Hey, can we watch Frozen?" And then that's all you need. So,
Remember how Chris had like a birthday party where he like watched Back to the Future in the movie theater? He's gonna have to do that for Frozen 2 for Kiki and Super when they go to Oregon.
KJ says, "I love Idina Menzel and Kristen Bell, so by default, I do like Frozen." Idina Menzel has just got more talent in her index finger than I'll ever have in my life.
I really hate that she's not like super well known because she 1,000% deserves to be.
Well, I
I
remember.
thought that was going in, so I stopped driving.
I remember when
It
she
shoulda
was
gone
in Rent. The
Yeah, I don't.
the movie version of Rent. And I was like, man, she's the best person in this whole thing.
Yeah, she was pretty fantastic.
Oh, and KJ says, yep, Rent and Wicked. I have never seen Wicked. Has anyone seen Idina Menzel and Wicked?
I have seen Wicked, but it was after it was the touring cast.
But you've seen it in person?
Picture of her.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm so jealous. That
it
was
was
one.
really good.
That was one that like I didn't hear about until well too late, and it was like, man, I wish I would have caught this early, right? Because I mean, I could still watch it, right? But like, people were just talking about Wicked left and right. It would have been fun. So
Wicked good, yo.
wait. Hey, it's Brendan _ TTVs here, and informs us that Idina Menzel did originate that role. I did not know that. That's awesome. Like on stage, huh? I had no clue. Learn something every day. Well, she can sing and she can act. Like she had a character even when my wife was watching Glee, and she was pretty good in that too. So, Brendan says I've seen her perform live in the show. If then, she's very good live. Gosh, so jealous. So I'm sure that helps with my like. I like Elsa because, of course, the ends of the unknown part. But it didn't hurt that Idina Menzel was the singing voice and the speaking voice. So.
Nice.
Hey, Brendan, could we just jump back in the rewind button with you and go watch that together? Please. And then coming up on Broadway is the premiere of Wicked. I hear that there's a cast member named Idina Menzel who's pretty impressive. Our friend Brendan is actually letting us jump into his pocket and go with him. The other one's playing the piano.
I think there's still a pocket shortage, so I don't know if we
no.
can get in there.
You mean this is back in the future, so this is the start of the pocket shortage, correct? You hear
Yeah, this
that
is like the
pockets are
very
getting shorter.
beginning.
Uh-huh.
Wait,
So I mean,
wait, did we cause the pocket shortage? Is this how it all started?
No.
Was it us the whole time?
Maybe go back a little further, and we'll see if we can figure this out. Welcome to Gaming Morning Show. It's November 18th, 1999. I woke up this morning and I couldn't help but notice that this new coat that I got has just one less pocket. Isn't that interesting? I'm sure it's nothing.
Do you think that the chip shortage is because of the pocket shortage? They can't put the chips in enough places,
There's nowhere to carry
so they
them.
have to make less? Yeah, I mean, how are you gonna... You can't just, like, hold them, because then what if you drop one? Then, your count's all off, and then, some other things happen, and then your hands get cold because you don't have a pocket to put it in while you're carrying it.
It's a trickle-down
This
effect.
is sad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Brendan says it was a national tour. It wasn't even a fancy New York City trip. Honey, I Shrunk the Gaming Morning Show host panel. I never was into Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
You shut up.
I mean, I love it. It's great.
Thank you.
Outstanding film.
That was a Disney film. We've gone full circle. There you go. Game over. Show's over, folks. It's been real.
Does Adina Menzel
Rick
actually
Moranis is amazing.
have a day? K-Laugh.
I'm sure there's a Frozen day. I mean, otherwise, we're just going into the unknown.
Nice.
Bazinga!
Is there an Adina Menzel day, please?
Nope, missed.
Well, other than her birthday. Thank you, Aura. I'm guessing her birthday is at Aura. But, like,
Thanks, Orda.
did
Real
someone
help.
pay like $5,000 to dedicate a day to Adina Menzel? Maybe John Travolta bought a day for Adina Menzel because he butchered her name so badly at the Oscars or wherever that was. It's a 6:27. Thanks for being here. 9:27 out east. It is 2:27 for those watching GMS in the UK. We may play GMS Puppet Pals Mad Libs Theater later. Depends on all of us showing up in the 8 o'clock hour. We'll find out then. May 30th, 1971, by the way, is Adina Menzel's birthday. But when is Adele Dazeem Day? Because there should be one. We got that. We're going to tell you about an overdue book that was finally returned. It is in the in a country in which one of our viewers is present to this day. Maybe it was one of our viewers that returned this library book. It's potential. But right now it's time to get informed. We need to know what's up in the video game realm. And to do that, it's time for our hashtag video game expert. Here's Sean.
Good morning. It is Thursday, November 18th, 2021. And this is your Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. So we've had Super Smash Brothers is a game that exists. And then we've had some clones of Super Smash Brothers, including PlayStation All-Stars existed. There's now a Nickelodeon version that has some name. Well, now there's a reported game called Warner Brothers Multiversus, which is also a Super Smash Brothers clone, where we get to see Warner Brothers characters fight to the death, I guess.
I guess.
Looney Tunes
Ugh.
tweeted out something about rabbit season is officially canceled because we can't find bugs. Any idea where he went? And then there's a picture. I don't know what this had to do with the game, but I don't know why the characters are disappearing. Are they disappearing because they're putting them in the game? There's also one where Tom from Tom and Jerry is missing. What are you doing, WB?
This is easy to explain. Now Bugs is being pulled into an alternate universe to have to play another basketball game.
Oh, is Michael Jordan back this time? Because I like doing Michael Jordan this day.
Michael Jordan's already there, and Michael Jordan was the one who pulled Bugs to him. And then it's, I think, Scottie Pippen and LeBron James on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes all the sense in the world.
That makes sense. So Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry were listed in the original leak for this game. Other expected characters include Steven Universe, Finn and Jake, Batman, Wonder Woman, and even Gandalf from The Lord of the Rings.
Love Gandalf. And Dolores Umberbatch. Here's a legitimate question. Has there ever been... Reach deep into your pancreas for me on this.
Mm-hmm.
Has there ever been a really good Looney Tunes game? I can't think of one.
Good.
Kind of good? Average?
Kind of good. There was on the Super Nintendo, there was a Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote game that was pretty good.
Okay.
Down said Tiny Toon Adventures was pretty good too. That's true.
Okay.
There's been a lot of them, but they go back quite a bit. It looks like the most recent one was 2014. They had two of them. They had one called Scooby-Doo and Looney Tunes Cartoon Universe Adventure.
That sounds terrible.
Yes.
I'm happy they made it a very succinct name. They didn't make it really long, like a super phonic memorial super gig. A Chancer. That would be a shame. Imagine having really long names. All right, anyway, my point in asking that question is to see if this is going to be any good. Because, I mean, the Looney Tunes seems like a franchise that should have pretty good video games, right?
Yeah, it should. I don't think we need a Smash Bros. Clone. So we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, and it'll be great.
Maybe all of a sudden, credit Smash Brothers. You know, they did this. They were successful, so everyone wants to, copy who was successful. But could you imagine, like, on the same day, the people at the Looney Tunes boardroom or Warner Brothers, and then the people at Nickelodeon all got together, and they were all like, "You know what we're gonna do?" And they all started their timeline at a very similar moment, and that's why we're getting all of them now. Even though the PlayStation one's been out for years, so
For a long time.
I rest my case.
Yeah. If they were gonna copy a popular format, I'd rather see a Warner Brothers kart racer. I think that'd be more fun.
Yeah.
It would probably still be terrible, but that's okay.
I think
Speaking-
I think Looney Tunes open world would be badass. You just
Yeah.
run around the whole time with being Wile E. Coyote trying to catch the Roadrunner everywhere.
Well, or it could be like a Donkey Kong 64 style where you get to switch between the characters, and they all have different powers and stuff. That'd be great. Anyways, speaking of karting games, segue.
That's the only reason you said that, isn't it?
No, but I did say it and then look up and be like, oh yeah, I forgot. So this this was perfect. Mario Kart Live 2.0 update is coming out, and it adds a bunch of new features like split screen multiplayer, 4-player relay racing, and more. So Mario Kart Live home circuit was that AR Mario Kart game that came with an actual Mario or Luigi kart that you could drive around your house, and you could build different tracks, and it looked really neat. Reviews were mixed, and then it was out for about a week, and I forgot it existed, but now it's back. So this new update, like we mentioned, brings split screen multiplayer, new 4-player relay race, also additional tracks, more customization to the racer, and yeah, there you go. So we'll see. I don't know if anyone's still playing this. I haven't heard, like I said, I haven't heard about it since like the week it came out. But split screen mode seems like something that should have been there the whole time. So that's good that that's finally there. So are you playing Mario Kart Live? Let us know.
This is the thing that I didn't realize even existed. Even after seeing the fact that you had the Luigi one, I didn't even realize it was part of this for weeks. Yeah, it's just like seeing your son hanging out with Luigi. I'm like, that's cool. They made a remote control car. Looks like a Mario Kart.
We don't have one of these. We just have that's just a Yoshi RC car.
Exactly. So I rest my case.
Got him. Yeah, we never got around to this. I think it happened to my kids too. This came out, I showed it to my kids. They're like, "That's really cool. We want it." And then a week went by, and I was like, "Hey, you guys ever hear of Mario Kart Live?" And they're like, "Never, not once. Never heard of it. Don't know what you're talking about."
Well, because my next part of that story is going to be like, so I know somebody who has it, and I still have never heard of this. So never mind.
Yeah. The idea was cool, but it didn't stick, I guess. In our last news story of the day, Phil Spencer's saying some stuff. I always like it when Phil Spencer says some stuff. This one is about video game emulation, and he's on board with using legal video game emulation for as a way to preserve the industry's work. So he says, quote, "My hope, and I think I have to present it that way as of now, is as an industry, we'd work on legal emulation that allowed modern hardware to run any, within reason, older executable, allowing someone to play any game." That's a very complicated sentence. And he goes on to say more, but basically he's like, we should embrace video game emulation because it's a way to preserve the experience of playing games and preserve older games that, you know, may not work on modern hardware.
I mean, that's how I play Tecmo Super Bowl to this day, and that's kind of like playing a museum exhibit. I have the cartridge still, if that helps. I just can't play it.
You're
'cause
like,
don't have
I
an NES.
own it. I just want to play it more conveniently. So I think emulation is great for this purpose, and I do. Brendan points out that the video game industry is notorious for being just terrible at preserving their video games. So at least someone out there is taking care of it. Thanks, Phil Spencer, for heading this movement. Phil Spencer's the best. Always last but never least, we finish off today's gaming morning show, morning gaming news, with a world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. Like Blood Rain revamped out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch. And Blood Rain revamped 2 out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch. Space Moth Lunar Edition is out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Undungeon is out on Xbox One and PC. Smoots Golf is out on Xbox One, Switch, and PC. 200 Ways is out on Xbox One. XO1 is out on Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, and PC. Cosmonavtes Academy Escape is out on Switch. Nin Days 2, no spaces, is out on Switch. Would you like to run an idle cafe? Is that on Switch? I think this should be the new naming convention for all the simulator games. Is ask a question. No more power washing simulator. It's would you like to own a power washing business? Would you like to be a car mechanic? 2021. It's just my opinion. NICH is that on Switch, or Niche?
KY.
Ice Station Z is out on Switch. Unsafe is out on PC. Alien Marauder is out on PC. Myth of Empires is out on PC. Rot Flesh is out on PC. Pronty Fishy Adventure is out on PC. But for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to Romeow in the Cracked World, out on Switch.
Romeow?
Romeow.
Is it a cat game?
Meow. Think so.
Okay.
I think it's a Romeo and Juliet cat game.
Oh, Romeo. Oh, Romeo. Let down your hair. Why did that come to my brain? The Rapunzel Romeo mashup you didn't know you needed. I like how, yeah, Blood Rain is out twice today.
Yep.
Blood Rain revamped also available today on Switch. So here you go. If you need me to do the hard words for you, I can. Just let me know next time. I can pinch hit for Cosmonavtes Academy Escape.
I can't tell if it's typo or they're just combining two words in a way that didn't click with my brain.
Fair enough. Congratulations to our name of the morning, Romeo in the Cracked World, out today for Switch. It's now eligible for Name of the Month consideration. And if you are a Patreon subscriber, over 25 of you are, thank you so much for supporting GMS. Then you get double entries into a lot of our giveaways. So please check it out at patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. There is a subscriber, a welcome, a kneecaps, and adopt Bob tier. When you adopt Bob, we also help make a monthly donation in your name to an adoption charity of your choice. It is Adoption Month, isn't it? Is that going on right now? I know today's Adoption Day.
Sure is.
And one of your Gaming Morning Show hosts is an adoptee father? How's that work? How do you term that?
I think it's adopted father is technically the term.
So it's close to our hearts.
That would be, yeah.
We'd love
Can't believe Sean adopted all those cats.
I think Sean would adopt a house of cats. No?
It took me months to want Arturo.
But now that you have
think I want
Arturo,
more?
I mean,
No, he's a very unique cat.
is Arturo okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I heard Arturo was at the vet yesterday, so.
Oh, it was a checkup. Weeks ago, he got in a couple pretty bad cat fights and had a nasty scratch under his chin.
Oh.
And he went to the vet to get it checked out, make sure he's okay. They drained it and it healed up nicely. And so yesterday was just his checkup. So and we're not allowed to go inside anymore because someone in their office got exposed to COVID. So they're like, we're logging it down. No one's allowed inside it ever again. So we dropped him off. And based on what the report says and based on the time he was there, he walked in, they high-fived, and then he left. So
Is that
they're
the
like, you
treatment?
good? Yeah, you good? And he's like, I'm good. And they high-fived. And that was it.
I actually picture Arturo doing a pretty badass high five.
He's a good
What's
high-fiver.
up? How are you doing?
Good moron.
It is good to see many new folks in the chat this morning, including It's Copia, goodest of morons to you, dearest egg. And I say that because I want Mike to give us the termination, because I don't know where we're at now. Someone named Digital Doc is here. How should we refer to Digital Doc, Mike?
You will forever be Digital Doc Bad Take. Just saying.
Yesterday didn't heal the bad takes?
Until he admits he was wrong on the Thor take, he will always be Digital Doc Bad Take.
All right, well, good moron to you, Digital Doc Game.
Top of the moron.
It's good to see you. Papa Paz says, I want triple entries, please, into the giveaways, but also say, still waiting for Mike to adopt me.
I need your social, your address, your mother's maiden name, your full legal name, and some of that. Just send that over, and I'll get the paperwork started.
Apparently,
It's,
vet.
first name Pop, second name Pa, last name Pause. Pause.
Is that Paz, P-A-U-S-E?
Oh, Paws.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, don't take a pause.
It's very important to get the names right on the adoption papers, I imagine.
It's
There's one time to
generally
get names
speaking,
right.
yeah.
It's got to be that. Scott Chick says, it's the same at my vet's. Had to drop Oscar off at the back door this morning. It sounds like vet visits for cats is a lot like the black market now.
Yeah. Also, at the back door is just very funny.
You got the stuff? Yeah. Meow. Everything's fine. Papa said sending the paperwork over as we speak, so you should be
Sounds good.
have another one in your arsenal here soon, Mike.
My arsenal.
I mean, you're working toward a starting 11 for your soccer team, so
We're all full currently. We had some stuff with the daughter yesterday, the older one. So I'll get back to you, Pop.
Papa's just gonna ask to watch Frozen all the time.
That's if that's the worst of my concerns, I'm all for it.
KJ said it's locked down at my vet as well, and Aura says I'll call my daughter Meg, short for Megatron.
Yeah, good luck with that, Aura. I tried to get my daughter's name to be Shay, and then my wife figured out that that was in homage to a stadium, and was very adamant against it.
See, and I love that one. Now I'm a huge sports fan, right? So I'm gonna be on board. But that's a really good name, like a creative
good
way to
name.
incorporate your love for sports into a name for a child.
But my wife said, and I quote, "I will not name my daughter after a stadium."
I forget how good her voice is. It's been a while.
I was trying to get Shannon on the list for our daughter's name because of Shannon Sharp, but nope, that was a no. Not because it was Shannon Sharp, just because my wife didn't like Shannon. So, yeah. Sorry, all the Shannons out there.
I think the vet thing is kind of like a common thing right now, though, because I mean, for us, it's the same. Where you sit in your car, then they like call you, and then you go in and or go to the door. They take the animal and then they bring it back.
Scott Chick says, "Thank you. They had to put him under anesthetic this morning, but we can pick him up in a bit with a course of antibiotics and pain relief and a new diet by the looks of things." Wow, what's going on? That's a lot.
Yeah, that's not like a oil change. That's like
an engine overhaul.
Paint job. What it's? Uh-oh.
Don't let them paint your cat, though. That's not part of the standard procedure.
Yeah, not usually.
Down says, Mike O going for a full X-Men team. There you go. Which one's Wolverine, and can Wolverine swim?
Downs is already trying to send me like comic book panels to prove that he can swim.
Has anyone ever seen Wolverine in a bathtub? Just show me one time.
That's what I'm saying.
Or
he was in a comic book. He was swimming, but it's funny because Marvel says that he's afraid of drowning and that he's too heavy to swim. So
they should have just made adamantium lighter weight. How close was I?
You were pretty close for.
Yeah,
I would have assumed you would have been further away.
Well, this is the problem. Is all I can think of when I start to say that word is unobtainium, which was the thing from Avatar, which always makes me laugh because they're trying to get this rare metal rare material called unobtainium. Are you kidding me? I feel like that was like a placeholder word that they put into the script, and then no one ever deleted it.
They're like, all right, we're gonna just call it this for now, and then we'll think of an actual good name later.
And then during the premiere, they're like, "Oh crap!
Oh, I knew we were forgetting something."
Laura, I thought you took that out.
That
we
was
were
your job.
all busy with the special effects.
It was Sigourney Weaver's fault. The Aura 81 says, my dad's mate named his daughter Robin because our rugby team is the Robins. See, like, that's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, if you're like, oh, I'm gonna name my son Canuck, like maybe that's a little weird, you know.
But you could find a way to incorporate Canuck into the middle name, though.
First name Ka, middle name Nuck.
Knuckles.
This is my son, Ka Nuck Smith.
Smith. It's Copious says Barry's always a solid name.
Yeah.
I wish Barry had more camera time. I miss Barry.
Yeah. I think when the new tank is finally sealed, Barry will have a more prominent place in the world.
And then you'll have the Diego cam by then, right?
Yes, I technically have it. I just need to set it up and figure out the logistics of it. Also, Diego is doing what's called brewmating, so a lot of what he does is just chilling in his little cave.
So Diego's retired and just does what Diego wants, right?
For now, until the summer. But hopefully, once he gets his new tank, he'll be more active because it'll be he'll have a lot more room, and B, it'll be the warmness will be spread out a lot more than where he currently is.
The warmerness, I love it.
The warmerness.
All right. Digital Doc says our pediatrician has to just drop our kid off at the back door too. At least I think that's our pediatrician. Oh no.
This big building, this looks very empty. I don't know where the doctor's office is.
I'm sure it's fine. Scott Chick says bladder blocked, couldn't pee, muchos gentle, snuggles when he gets home. Aw, poor Oscar. That's tough. That's tough. Down says Wolverine does what the writers needs him to do on any given week.
I mean, that's kind of how the comic books work. You're dead one week, the next week you're the president of the United States. I mean, it's ridiculous.
As one does. Good moron to you, Gabe Pride.
Top of the moron.
It's good to see you this morning. Our question of the day is favorite Disney character. You can go classic or you can go any Disney character, but it's Mickey Mouse Day. It's apparently Mickey Mouse's birthday today.
It's also Minnie Mouse's birthday. But I think it's just because they were both made at the same time. So,
Were they? I didn't know that. I thought they
Probably.
were separately.
I don't know. If Chris were here, he could tell us.
K-Laugh, could you go wake up Chris and me, please? We have a
Yeah.
emergency question.
I can send you his address if you need to go there. If you can't find it.
Actually, if you could go wake up Audrey, I bet Audrey would love it too. Nothing like getting woken up at 50 after 6 o'clock.
Don't wake up Audrey. she would hurt you. Yeah. Chris will just be grumpy. Audrey will probably pull out one of her little lightsaber earrings and shank you. So.
Chris would be grumpy but polite. Audrey will murder you.
She'll say words and then shank you.
What's the last thing you heard before you got stabbed? Let's see. Everybody should name their son Canuck, according to Copia. Copia, stop. Just join the Flames bandwagon. Okay, you know us now. There's no way your ties to Vancouver could be that strong.
Hey.
Hey, are we 2 for 2?
No.
Are we-
Ended up losing that first one.
Are we 1 for our last one?
We're 1-0, baby.
Short.
The first
Gold-
one was a warm up, right?
Goldfish memory is very valuable. So
That was preseason.
it's 6:51 now, West Coast, 9:51 out east, 2:51 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Aura said my mate's parents named their dog JD because of Jack Daniels. Yeah, we had a dog named Bourbon in our college friends circle because that was their favorite beverage at the time. Scott Chick
That always
says-
makes me laugh. Oh, sorry, good.
No, you're good. You're good.
Say
You're good.
how you name people name animals like weird names because you couldn't get away with naming your kid Jack Daniels unless your last name was Daniels and you know whatever. But people always have like these weird animal names, and I always wondered what it would be like if they would name their children like those names, like Flash. Like, oh, my son's name is Flash. They're like, oh, great. Like, is that your dog? No, it's my kid.
Scott Chick says, yeah, luckily he's no bother at taking medicines, eats anything in sight. Furthermore, Firmother, on the other hand, will be anxiously watching every time he goes to the litter tray. There you go. Well, we wish Oscar a happy recovery on behalf of everybody here at Gaming Morning Show. It's a quote. It's Copia says, my favorite Disney character is Chris McYee Mouse. Chris McYee Mouse.
Chris McKee.
And Gabe Pride says, kind of obscure, but Oliver the Cat from Oliver and Company. That Oliver and Company was one of my favorite books, and I'm not exaggerating. I read the book before I ever saw the movie when I was a kid, and they had a Billy Joel soundtrack. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Is it getting any better?
That doesn't hurt. No.
All right, let's do birthdays this day in gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate, by all means, let us know because we would like to celebrate with you. It's very important to celebrate birthdays. Sometimes we do it twice in 1 week. We're not scared. We'll do it. Actor Delroy Lindo is 69 today.
Nice.
Broken Arrow was one of the movies Delroy was in. Gone in 60 Seconds was in that one as well. British-born American actor is 69 today.
Gone in 69 seconds.
Nice.
Let's see, who else is celebrating birthday today? Kevin Nealon of SNL fame is 68.
He's like the quintessential side. I don't know if sidekick's the word, but like he's really really great in those like kind of side roles where he just kind of pops up, like his niche.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Kieran Culkin hosted Saturday Night Live
Yeesh.
recently and was talking about when his brother Macaulay Culkin hosted when Macaulay was, Home Alone age, right? And it was getting held up by the cast members, and so Kieran went over to Kevin Nealon and said, "Will you pick me up?" And so Kevin Nealon awkwardly is like holding Kieran Culkin, just like you can see the expression on his face, like I don't want to do this, but It's a really good clip from this recent Saturday Night Live. Let's see who else celebrating birthday. Oscar Nunez, 63 today, actor.
Nice.
Who?
I recognize him. I just don't know what from.
He's from The
Oh,
Office.
I was looking at the wrong picture. Yeah. I was
Let's
trying to pick him out in the next picture, and I was like, I know all of those people, and none of those are somebody different.
Actor Owen Wilson turns 53.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
he co-wrote the Royal Tenenbaums with Wes Anderson.
That movie was fine.
Yeah, whatever. One of the other, like, an actual fun fact is that he told Disney execs he wouldn't say "wow" in the Loki series. They actually wanted to incorporate that into one of the episodes, and he said no.
Did you see Owen Wilson's Cars 4 skit on Saturday Night Live?
No.
It's very awkward. He's doing voices for Lightning McQueen in ways that you never wanted Lightning. Talking about people's sisters and stuff. Woof. No surprise that one. I guess there's not actually going to be a Cars 4. Let's put it that way. Actor Romani Malco is 53 today. Among other things, starred as Connard Shepard on the Showtime series Weeds.
He was in
53.
the 40-Year-Old Virgin, and he was hilarious.
Let's see.
He was definitely one of the headlines.
Mike Epps today is 51 today. Day Jones and next Friday, and its sequel Friday
Omar's
after next.
brother. I don't
Let's
actually
see.
know if that's true.
Actress Chloe Sevigny turns 47.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. She's probably one of the most overrated actri, but she's famous for some reason. It's fine. You know that she was from Springfield, Massachusetts?
I do now.
That's her fun fact. That's how fun it is.
Fun.
So fun.
A couple
Where
of
are you
rapper
from? New Jersey. That's so fun. Okay.
a couple of rapper birthdays today. Fabulous is 44. Mike Jones is 40.
Nice.
Oh, did any of you watch New Girl?
Mhm.
Damon Wayans Jr. is 39.
Nice.
One of the best theme songs, and one of the best theme song setups. Yeah, New Girl was pretty okay.
I love Damon Wayans. And his son's really funny too.
Proofs.
39. Any other birthdays that catch your eye today?
It's guitarist Kirk Hammett's birthday from Metallica. He's 59.
The non-annoying one.
Yeah, he's the lead guitarist, so he plays most of the solos. In an interview I watched recently, he in some of their older songs that they haven't played in a while, they were wanting to play them, so they're rehearsing them, and he couldn't remember how he played the solos. So he went out and bought a Metallica songbook and relearned the solo off of the songbook. And I think that's hilarious.
That's great. That's a good anecdote.
As we were talking about comic books, today is Alan Moore's 68th birthday. Next year we'll celebrate more. But he writes for DC.
Nice.
DC.
Never heard of it.
This one has Mike Jones as 41, so somebody's wrong.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Wow.
SpaghettiOs.
This day in gaming history, we have one before 1995. That means Sean gets the opportunity to play lawsuit or not lawsuit.
Not a lawsuit.
Ooh, you don't sound so confident. This one's in
Not lawsuit.
San Diego. Nintendo.
Still not a lawsuit.
Lawsuit country.
In San Diego's Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, they hold the Power Fest World Championships in 1994. Just kidding. They weren't at the court. Michael Iarossi of New Jersey. Mike from New Jersey.
Fact. How fun.
In 1994.
Is this you?
I lived in Pennsylvania at that point.
Did you travel to New Jersey?
Oh, often. Yeah. Often.
Anyway, won $5,000 in a new Ford Mustang car.
Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
I actually thought when I first read this morning, I thought that the car was worth $5,000. Like, man, inflation, am I
$5,000
right?
Mustang.
1997. Oh, by the way, you were correct for what it's worth.
Correct.
That brings your overall record to
2, 3, 4.
Great. Thanks, Bob.
Neat.
Bob can count.
You're welcome.
1997. Sega releases the Sonic R video game for Sega Saturn. That was called Sonic R.
Hey, do any of you know a pirate's favorite letter? Huh?
I think it was Sonic R.
Do you think it was Sonic R?
You'd think it was
Sonic.
R, but their first love is the C.
Sonic C.
That came in 1999. 2001, Nintendo released the GameCube. Had 4 controller ports, 1 controller. Again, stop it. If you give me 4 controller ports, give me 4 controllers. Gosh, that's a racket. 485 megahertz IBM Gecko main processor. Diego was in this thing. That's awesome. 162 megahertz ATI Technologies Flipper graphics processor. 40 megabits of RAM, DVD-based proprietary disk drive, and games came on 3-inch optical discs holding up to 1.5 gigs. Price, $199.95.
They were so little, so cute.
One of my favorite things, though. I loved how itty-bitty they were. You know why? Because then I could get my video games and my music on the same size disc. Mini discs for your car. Little itty-bitty GameCube discs for your GameCube.
I like how the video game industry was moving towards CDs and DVDs, and Nintendo was like, "No, cartridges," and then they're finally like, "Fine, we'll use DVDs. They're gonna be tiny," and everyone was like, oh, "Nintendo, what are you doing?"
That same year, of course, Luigi's Mansion came out. Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader came out for the GameCube. So did Madden NFL 2002 and SSX Tricky, along with Wario Land 4. However, that last one was released for the Game Boy Advance in 2001. Oh, yeah.
Advanced.
2002, Metroid Fusion out for Game Boy Advance. And next year, Ubisoft, don't call me Ubisoft, released Beyond Good and Evil for a whole bunch of machines. Same year, Secret Weapons Over Normandy came out for 2 machines. Square Enix released Final Fantasy X-2 for the PlayStation 2. Electronic Arts put out Need for Speed Underground. Those were all in 2003.
Oh
Down.
boy, just
Down.
keeps going.
Downs asked, Ryan, did you love the PSP too? I did have a PSP, and they had itty-bitty little mini-disc games too. It's cute. I don't know anything else on this list. It's just so long. Epic Mickey Power of Illusion came out in 2012. Oh, here we go. This is for Sean. 2012, Nintendo launched the Nintendo Wii U in the U.S. It's funny. You ever want to hear that sound from Sean? Just say Wii U.
It's the only major Nintendo console that I've never owned. The Wii U. Skipped that one.
Had 4 USB 2.0 ports. No word whether it came with enough controllers to fill them. Probably not, because it was awful. Am I right?
Terrible.
Deluxe version had 32 gigs of memory and a Nintendo Land game for $349.99.
Terrible. Just awful.
All right, in 2016, Nintendo released Pokemon Sun and Moon for Nintendo 3DS.
Of course they did.
Gabe Pride was talking about the GameCube up on the top of the chat and now says, more like Wii Who, am I right? Nice.
Wii U, Wii U, Wii U.
That's so true. That's exactly what it sounds like. All right, next hour
That's how they named it.
we're gonna give you a top 10 list. It's the 10 most annoying Disney characters because not all of them are awesome and some are actually quite evil and really make bad decisions. But we're not talking about them. We're talking about the annoying ones that are annoying. At least this isn't from MemphisBusTours.com. So bizarre.
I liked that list.
That was a good list. Weird source. Weird source. It's Copia said, I mainly use PSP for films on the go. They had so many good movies and TV shows on there. Still got it. I didn't even know it could play those. Learned something today. All right, we'll have that next hour as well as sports. And Mike's got that story about the long-term loan from the library book. It's all ahead Sean, Mike, Hefty. It's a Thursday. Thanks for being here. Gaming Morning Show. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. GamingMorningShow.tv.
Catching me defenseless, not putting all my secrets on the line. I'm keeping up my love's defenses, waiting for the one I'll be calling mine. Maybe you're inches away. Could it be you keeping me safe? Yeah, think I'm seeing my saving grace in you, in you. You're the reason why I can open up, let down my walls tonight. We could run away, let our worlds collide. I'm staying where you are, 'cause only you could ever mend my tender heart. Let our worlds collide, 'cause only you could ever mend my tender heart. I can open up, 'cause only you could ever mend my tender heart. Maybe you're inches away. Could it be you keeping me safe? Yeah, think I'm seeing my saving grace in you, in you. You're the reason why I can open up, let down my walls tonight. We could run away, let our worlds collide. I'm staying where you are, 'cause only you could ever mend my tender heart. My secrets are on the line, 'cause only you could ever mend my tender heart. I'm seeing my saving grace in you, 'cause only you could ever mend my tender heart. I found the one, 'cause only you could ever mend my tender heart. I'm staying where you are, 'cause only you could ever mend my tender heart.
Hi, I'm Bob from Gaming Morning Show. You know, the voice from the box. As the proud owner of an amazing voice, I, like many of you, am familiar with the amazing voice of our friend Austin Attack. Her very popular music is available as a points redemption on her stream at twitch.tv/AustinAttack12. However, it is Austin's sound effects that are the real hidden gem. So today, we are offering you the greatest sound effects ever created by Austin Attack. Previously, these individual sound effects were only available for easy in-home playback by searching hours of VODs. But now, thanks to GMS, you can listen to these one-of-a-kind sound effects with our special edition 16 CD, 35 cassette tape, 1 Laserdisc set. For the first time, you can own Austin saying, beach.
Beach?
Plus, who can forget Austin makes a car
What
noise?
sound do cars make? Vroom, vroom.
Or that time that Austin tried to make the noise a dodgeball makes.
And then like a ball, like, peh, like.
No.
I was trying to make like a dodgeball sound.
And if you order now, we'll include the best of Grimm sound effects at no additional charge.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Grimm. Get the best of Austin Attack's special effects collection by sharing random cat pictures in our Discord. Please keep in mind this collection is fictitious, and you'll never actually receive anything except our love. And isn't that better anyway? Order your collection. Austin Attack. Songs for the beach.
Beach.
By calling 555, put it on a pancake, or visit our website, gamingmorningshow.tv. Our fulfillment department is standing by, which means you'll probably never see anything. They're so fired. I'm pretty okay in here. Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, list of the day and sports. Join our Discord and become a Patreon. Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS. A warm welcome to our official head of research and development, K-Lav. What's for breakfast? Time for hour number 2. Right now.
Morning, gamer. It's Gaming Morning Show, and it is Thursday, November 18th, 2021. Mike, Sean, Hefty with you. Thank you for being here on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. I was just floating through Twitter, and I saw a headline: Vancouver has been cut off from Canada by flooding and mudslides. Sounds like a lot of rain. Storm of the century. Declared a state of emergency on Wednesday. So big thoughts going the way of Canada, British Columbia, Vancouver. Beautiful city, by the way.
Yeah.
You don't think this is like a ploy by the Canadian government to like remove Vancouver, do you? They're like, now you're not a part of us. Sorry.
I mean, it was interesting to read the headline, cut off from Canada. I mean, that must mean that, like,
That's what I'm saying.
everything is covered in mud and water. It's nuts.
They're like,
There's
there's
a
nothing we
giant
could do. You're
wall.
way over there. Sorry, you're gonna have to start your own country.
Suddenly there's this huge wall of mud, and they're like, sorry. You want to be at your own country now? Here's your chance. Not Canada. Never mind.
Blocked major highways and rail lines, according to the stream from Bloomberg. Papa Paz says Quebec is the only city that wants to leave Canada. BC likes us. Is that true? Quebec not a big fan of Canada? All right, coming up on this edition of Gaming Morning Show, the edition that we're asking you, hey, who's your favorite Disney character? We will tell you about the 10 most annoying Disney characters, because not all of them are awesome, and some are actually quite evil and make really bad decisions, but we're not talking about them. We're talking about the annoying ones that are, well, annoying. That is coming up. Right now, let's talk about books. You go to the library, you can borrow one, and sometimes you forget that you have the book, and then it's overdue, and then you have to pay like a quarter to return it a couple of months later. This was that story on steroids, according to Ben Hooper of UPI.
Mr. Ben Hooper is a fan of libraries, and he's a fan of laws. The law says bring the book back, but the Scottish person, which may or may not be Scottish, we can neither confirm nor deny that a Scottish library said officials were stunned to open a package that arrived in the mail and find an overdue book that had been checked out 73 years earlier. It's a long time. On Fife Library says, oh geez, hold on. On Fife Library said the Dunfermline Carnegie Library and Galleries received a package in the mail last week that contained a copy of Stately Timber by Rupert Hughes. The book had been checked out from what was then known as the Dunder Mifflin Public Library Central Library and had been due back November 6th, 1948. I burst hour laughing when I opened the parcel. I couldn't believe it. Donna Duar, a cultural services assistant at DCL&G, said in a post on the library's Facebook page. Thanks, God Chick. We had a book returned to our Ross branch after 14 years recently, which we thought was amazing enough. But this was way beyond anything we've heard of. The book was accompanied by a letter from the daughter of the man who had borrowed the book in 1948. The woman said her father, who is now deceased, had lived in Thornton in the 1940s, and the book was recently discovered among his belongings. The library said overdue fees are currently suspended to encourage the return of long overdue materials during the COVID-19 pandemic. For a bit of fun, we worked out how much could have been due in fees, and it comes to a whopping $2,847 swoopy line thing, aka $3,840.97. Delar said. I feel like that's a really steep penalty for not returning a book. I mean, they didn't have to kill the guy. Like, sorry, guy. This is pretty serious. Hold on, Dunfermline.
Honestly, we're incredibly close with Dunder Mifflin. I was taking a swing with an Office reference, and it almost worked. Man, I was sitting here being like a couple of quarters or something, and it was almost $4,000. I do have a question,
That's a lot
though.
of money.
If the talking line here is that they've suspended fines to encourage the return of long overdue items, then why do we have fines? Because I thought that was what was supposed to incentivize returning items, was the fine.
Well, just because now, during COVID, ironically enough, I was reading about this the other day while I was pooping. There is a lot of people during COVID while they were in lockdown took the opportunity to clean out their houses. And I feel, and I'm assuming a lot of people probably have found stuff. And in order to encourage them returning that said stuff, including books, they suspended the penalty system temporarily to encourage people bringing back books. However, if the book was checked out 70 some odd years ago and is just coming back and no one's like, we need this, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
At the Tone, the first poop mention of the day was at 717. Beep boop beep boop.
Where Ryan and I are from, the pre-pandemic, the main library here had moved into a temporary space because they were renovating the original one, and then the pandemic hit, and the temporary library also shut down because they didn't want people coming to the library. And then they got to the point where they're ready to they're like, all right, everyone who has books, you need to return them. But they were also moving back into the original space. So they sent out an email that was basically like, if you have books that are due, just hold on to those, because then we don't have to move them. You can return them to the original building.
I have gotten so many emails about our library, and I am so confused about where to go and when it's open. It's been a thing, which, I'm sure has not been easy for them either. So I'm excited to go visit it when we can, if we can someday. If it's even real. I don't even know if they've finished it yet.
I think it's all set. I think everything's moved back there. I don't know if we can go or not, but
I think it's a Taco Bell. That's where the library is now.
I'm in.
Top
Get a
of the
chalupa and some reading.
Maybe that would work out. Yeah, get a chalupa and some books. There you go. Top of the moron.
Top of the Mora.
To Master Jordy. Jordy's here this morning.
Hey, Jordy.
Jordy, what was the question you posed on Twitter this morning? All I saw was Austin didn't want to answer the question, and then you told Austin to answer the question.
It's about eating cereal with a fork.
Yeah. So are you trying to strain the cereal sauce off each bite? How's that work? I mean, I could see using a fork at the end of like Cocoa Pebbles or something, because then you don't have to have the gross chunky cereal sauce.
Why is your cereal sauce chunky?
Because it's got like remnants of the pebbles left in it. Like no matter how much you eat
That's
it.
why I just don't eat pebbles.
Well, it could be any cereal. It could be like little specks of Cocoa Puffs. And it becomes kind of
Untrue.
chalky.
I mean, rabbit poop.
Yeah, exactly. Scott Chick said, close enough. I'll take it. Could have been worse. Could have been finicky. Finicky. I would have
Sure,
probably
yeah,
said
great.
Fin Doge tea. Dogecoin.
Where do you live, Dogecoin? What?
Man, that story about Staples Center getting renamed Crypto.com had some legs yesterday. A whole bunch of people were talking about sports and non-sports.
Yeah, people are not a fan.
Which it doesn't. I don't think it should matter. I mean, who cares?
But we
Just
were
a
not the
building.
only show to recommend the Crypt as the nickname. But then Darren Ravel was on the Dan Patrick show, was like, but if they nickname it the Crypt, it defeats the whole purpose of calling it the Crypto.com Center. Because then you're not getting any of the actual, like, marketing value out of spending $33 million a year or whatever it ends up being. Aura says, cereal sauce? You mean milk? Yeah, cereal sauce. Master Jordy says, I think you need new milk. It may be expired. It's not the milk that's chunky. It's the cereal that makes it chunky. Oh, good luck with Oscar. Scott Chick's off to pick up the fluffy one. I assume you mean Oscar. It could be your
She
husband.
actually meant her. Yeah, I was gonna say. And then they're gonna get Oscar.
The fluffy one.
The whole naming rights thing is such a weirdness to me. Just because, like, people put so much stock in it. It's a big thing here in Indiana. So I don't even know what it's called now, but there was Bankers Life Fieldhouse, and they renamed it to something this year. But it's like the fourth time the name has been changed, and people are like, "No, we're still calling it whatever it was before Bankers Life." And you're like, "Okay." But people get really attached to names, and you're like, "Okay."
Well, I'm one of them. I mean, I really love a Mile High Stadium. Like, I love that name. I love that was our stadium. It was beautiful. I love that old stadium, and it was not a great stadium. So when they built Invesco Field at Mile High, I just called it Mile High, and it's still.
Well,
where you
but that's
going?
the thing,
Mile
though. It
High.
still has, it's like whatever cellular at Comiskey Park. Like, it's still, I mean, you can still call it Comiskey, and that's still, the name that everyone knows. Or you can still call it, Mile High, because it's still part of it, But people still get really. There's a music center here. It's the Ruoff Home Mortgage Music Center. But it was Deer Creek Park when it first opened, and then it was it's something else. But people it's like a huge battle all the time. Like, if they post a news article about it, the comments have nothing to do with the article. It's always, it'll be Deer Park to me. And you're like, that's great. Just glad you took the time out of your day to inform us.
I mean, yeah, I must be that disgruntled Bert, because I even call the Moda Center most often Rose Garden.
It's the Rose Garden. I was just very confused when they changed the name. I was like, wait, what? Because I think that happened while I lived out there, so it really threw me for a loop.
Down says there are big debates and arguments here. Our stadiums have a lot of history, and changing those to corporate names gets very heated.
I can see that. Yeah.
Welcome to the Crypto.com Stadium at Wembley Stadium.
That's when you do the field.
I know.
Yeah.
They're both ended stadium.
Crypto.com field at the stadium of the stadiums. Stadia, Arcadia.
And that's what happened with the LA Memorial Coliseum. United Airlines got the naming rights, and they announced that they were going to change the name of the stadium to United Airlines Stadium. And people were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. There's a lot of history with the LA Memorial Coliseum. So now it's United Airlines Field at the LA Memorial Coliseum.
It's 7:25 West Coast time, 10:25 out east, 3:25 for those watching in the UK. Mike and I are going to take you through a quick little rundown of a top 10 list. Sean will rejoin us momentarily. Thank you for being here on this edition of Gaming Morning Show, because it's going to be a lot of fun, because this list is so great because it's about annoyance.
What?
I guess. I don't know. You picked this one, screenrant.com. Do we have that right?
True.
What'd you say your favorite Disney character is? You had a thing for Goofy?
I like top three were Maui, Olaf, and Goofy.
Olaf's a good character.
Olaf's hilarious.
Could be a little annoying,
Meh.
a little much, but overall a very good character.
Meh. Whatevs.
Okay.
He's great.
This is from Bree Thomas, September of 2020. Wrote this list for ScreenRant.com. Disney movies have given audiences some truly unforgettable and lovable characters over the years, but some of them can be just plain annoying. And we start with number 10.
0.
March Hare from Alice in Wonderland. You know how many times I've seen Alice in Wonderland? Maybe once. All the way through.
Same.
Like,
Yeah.
I've seen bits and pieces. I think I've seen, like, the scene with I think there's, like, a checkerboard or something, and the Queen of Hearts is chasing Alice. I think I've seen that maybe a couple of times. But,
Yeah. No idea.
yeah, the March Hare just hangs out with the Mad Hatter all day. They just drink a ton of tea, and he's famous for taking things a little bit too far. Mocks Alice, offers up condescending remarks, then at the end of the day, just annoying.
9.
This one might catch some people, but number 9 is Tigger. He's the lovable tiger from Winnie the Pooh that bounces all the time and constantly is doing things. Essentially, this is my 7-year-old in cartoon form. It's entertaining, but it can be pretty annoying. There are plenty of characters for real people who are hyper excitable and full of spunk and spirit, but this dude never slows down. Sometimes his behavior does in fact cause chaos, which can be annoying. Very annoying.
Can get a little overwhelming, that's fair.
8.
A little bit.
Good character, though. Cogsworth? What? Annoying. Okay, I guess that's fair. This is the Clock from Beauty and the Beast. Lumiere's cohort here. Apparently it was designed to kind of be offsetting of the over-the-top personality from Lumiere. I don't know, like, Cogsworth is just a little bit, like, reserved, cautious. I don't think he's annoying.
Yeah.
The author writes, did he ever smile?
No.
Did he have to be so put out every time that someone did something? I don't know. That's fine.
7.
He's a lark. Like Brendan just said. Number 7, Anastasia and Drizella. Sounds like a Snoop Snoop Dogg made character. Drizella. In the Drizella. Cinderella has evil stepsisters named Anastasia and Drizella, and while their mother, Lady Tremaine, is a true villain, the two sisters are just obnoxious. They're vain, despite looking how they do. They're bossy and entitled, even though Cinderella was clearly the bright bulb of the bunch. And when it comes to one hobby they seem to have, making music and singing, it's just scary. Yeah, they weren't very nice people. They were kind of annoying, and they weren't kind and just kind of talked a lot. So,
Lady Tremaine
6.
is one of the best villains in all of the like Disney core. I did not know the other one was named Anastasia though. I had no clue.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know the aunt whatever was Lady Tremaine.
Ray from Princess and the Frog. Animal sidekicks, of course, you know, they're all over the place in the Disney world. There was just something about this Cajun firefly. Rip? Did the firefly die?
I would assume so.
Though that made the scenes that featured him the possible worst parts of this tale.
Ugh.
I don't have a really firm recollection of Princess and the Frog. I have nothing to offer for this one. But that's number 5.
I've never seen it, so yeah.
5.
Number 5 is Mushu from Mulan. Yeah, he can be humorous and fun to hang out with, but he can also be selfish and impulsive. They are not the traits of a good friend, making him unkind and annoying. I could see that. He could be very obnoxious, and I could see how he comes off as very annoying. He's fun, but he's also kind of a poop.
4.
According to Gabe Pride, to be honest, in Cinderella 3, one of the sisters gets a redemption arc that I can appreciate. I'll have to watch Cinderella 3. Was that one of the direct to VHS ones back in the day?
More than likely.
Tito, speaking of Gabe Pride, whose favorite character was Oliver from Oliver and Company, Tito was in that. And had just a lot of energy. And was constantly there. So yeah, I guess... but Tito was also incredibly, loyal. Tito had your back. So, I don't know if I think of that. I don't know. The author writes, one that may be cute, but that doesn't know how to settle down or leave a person alone. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
3.
Wow, here's a big one. Mater from Cars. One of the main cars in the film, Mater, is a tow truck. Some people surely enjoy his amusing line and actions, and he is dim-witted character like Patrick from SpongeBob. It's a really good comparison. But for many watching, however, hearing Larry the Cable Guy deliver those ridiculous lines is not funny at all. So it sounds like this person doesn't like Larry the Cable Guy. Mater was very funny, but I can see how sometimes he could probably get a little annoying. Not always doing things at the opportune times, but yeah, it sounds like this author just doesn't like Larry the Cable Guy.
2.
So I think this Mater was the best one on this list so far. Mater drove me nuts. So maybe I'm also not a fan of Larry the Cable Guy. I don't know. The only thing I liked about Mater had a big heart. So
That's true.
Mater just wanted to be loved.
He did.
Just was.
He just wanted to do whatever he could to do it.
This one's interesting. This was a villain, Lotso Huggin Bear. Lotso, remember Lotso from Toy Story 3, the pink teddy bear?
Nope.
Annoying, right? This is what we're talking about on this list. I mean,
Sure enough.
well, Lotso was annoying just because Lotso really just needed to clear up a misunderstanding. The whole movie could have been saved. Didn't need to be so mad. Just ask a question. So, yeah, Lotso, the author writes, seems wise and helpful, turns out to be nothing more than a prison warden existing to make lives miserable. I mean, that's not annoying. It seems more like angry or evil.
Yeah.
1.
Number 1, again, maybe more of a villain, is Darla from Finding Nemo. She's the dentist's niece. So she sees the fish in the office all the time. She also shakes, abuses, scares, and even kills the fish. That's not really annoying. That's just pretty messed up. Yeah. Says hopefully she's outgrown this horribleness. I doubt it. But yeah, she's not really annoying. She's just terrible. So.
Oh, Brendan says Darla is hilarious. I will not stand for this.
Oh, whatever, Brendan.
I mean, if you're into murderers, that's fine.
Welfare check for Mochi, please.
Oh, no. Accusations on Gaming Morning Show raised about the care of Brendan and his dog.
Just kidding. Hopefully he doesn't put Mochi in like a bag and shake him around.
In water.
In water, even better. And if he's Wolverine, though, he's in trouble.
I mean, Darla's, young, but, you should be able to tell Darla, hey, see this fish? Don't shake the fish. But as a father of young children, that doesn't always work. Not the fish specifically, but, do you think if Wolverine was in a plastic bag and Darla shook Wolverine, could Wolverine swim?
Nah, he'd be pretty dead. Yeah.
Okay. There you go. I don't even know how Darla's picking up Wolverine if he's quote-unquote that heavy, so.
Yeah.
Or it says Wolverine could swim. Past tense.
Nice. Good. I like that aura.
Wolverine's dead now, so.
Wah, wah.
All right, it is now 7:34, Mike. Today is Occult Day. Beaujolais Nouveau Day. I think I got closer that time, to be honest.
That one was closer, yeah.
Nouveau. I think I got that one now.
Novu is good.
That's a wine day. It's a day dedicated to
Yes.
wine. Is it a specific type of wine?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's obviously the type of wine it is a Beaujolais Nouveau.
Beaujolais?
Beaujolais. I
That's
don't know if that's right.
Beaujolais.
Sounds
And then
Beaujolais.
Vich
Play
Sauce
for the Bulls.
Day is the soup for today.
So the Beaujolais Nouveau is a red wine made from Gamay grapes in the Beaujolais region of France. Nope, still not there. It was closer. Its most popular vin de Primeur fermented for a bunch of time. That's where the Wikipedia preview cuts off. So it's fresh, fruity, and very low in tannins. So you can't use it to tan your leather.
Yeah, just don't try it. It won't work. I get to go back to our winery for the first time since the pandemic started on Saturday.
You have a
I'm
winery?
Stoked. Yeah, we're club members at a winery.
Oh.
And it is one of the most beautiful places.
Wow.
If any of you ever come out to Oregon, I will take you there because it's got a beautiful. It has a bigger deck than Sean has. Yeah,
You know what they say about a big deck.
so we can all sit on that deck together. So, but yeah, I get to go there, so I'm excited. I don't know if I'm gonna have any Beaujolais Nouveau though. So,
Beaujolais Nouveau. I was real close.
Beaujolais
KJ.
Nouveau.
Beaujolais Nouveau.
All right, KJ, help me with this other one then. Vichyssoise Day.
Vichyssoise.
Is that a swa? That's how you go to that sound? Swa?
It's a cream of leek and potato soup.
I mean, I do like, of all the soups, those that have a base with like milk and stuff is amazing. So, Vich Sawa. No, Vichy
Vicious-
Sawa.
Vichyssoise. Vichy. So fishy? We're going back to fishy?
It is Princess Day, Adoption Day, Use Less Stuff Day, Housing Day, and Apple Cider Day, in addition to our topic of the day, which is, what is your favorite Disney character? Copia says, anyways, it doesn't matter how big your deck is, it's how you use it.
That's not true.
I'm going to use this big deck at the winery for at least 2 hours.
Can't believe that you're a member at a winery. How posh wanker that sounds.
Have you ever been to a winery?
Nope, I don't drink wine.
Yeah, I figured that was going to be the next thing out of your mouth.
Yes.
Well, the reason we chose this place was because of the big deck. That was number one. But also because they serve beer on tap and they have coffee. So, like, no matter what people's preferences are, you have something there. So,
Okay.
hey, Brendan _TTV say, if your big deck starts to get soft, consult your architect.
I have a rather small deck that I'm working with somebody to increase the size of it.
Good.
Yeah.
But it has the wood of the deck starting to get a little bit soft.
Yep. The wood is very soft. It is no longer hard, and it sags a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll happen when you get softwood
Yep.
on your
Yep.
deck.
Sure enough.
All right, so here's some facts about Mickey Mouse Day. This is according to Days of the Year. No, nationaldaycalendar.com. On November
Donald
18th,
Duck.
Mickey Mouse birthday commemorates the debut of a lovable mouse that was once a rabbit called Oswald. Forgot about that character arc. His character got his start in a film in November 18th, 1928, but before that, the story begins in 1927, when Walt Disney first sketched a floppy-eared bunny while under contract to Universal Studios. The events that unraveled brought us Mickey Mouse. While his creator and studio have applied different birth dates to the lovable mouse over the years, November 18th, 1928 was finalized as Mickey's birth date with stardom. Before that, Mickey Mouse came under the roller coaster events of Oswald's success and Universal's disappointing contract negotiations. Disney Brothers Studio took their leave of both the studio and Oswald and set to work creating a character who would go on to lead the company into the future. Now, have you been to Disney World before?
No, I've never been. And what's crazy, excuse me, is in 2022, within the span of 30 days, I will go to both Disney World and Disneyland.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited, actually.
Now, are you going to any of the ancillary parks, like an Epcot or a California Adventure? Do you have any plans yet for that?
Well, let's be honest. My main goal is to go to Disney California Adventure because it has the Avengers Campus. So that's goal number one. But when we go to Disney World, we're only doing 2 days in the park, I think, maybe 3. I was gonna do the Universal or Hollywood Studio, whatever, where the Star Wars stuff is, but I'm foregoing my lightsaber in order to buy a plane ticket to California. So for Kiki Lo's honeymoon extravaganza with featuring Superphonic.
Someone's gonna feature Beyonce in there.
But yeah, so I know when we go to Florida, we're definitely going to the Animal Kingdom and the Magic World, the main one. I don't know what it's called. The regular Disney.
I hope you call it the Magic World for the whole time you're there.
Excuse me, I would like a ticket to the Magic World, please.
I'm having a hard
what?
time locating Magic World on my map. Could you help me out, please?
Magic Kingdom, yeah, that one.
Damn it.
So we're going to those two, and then I think we're gonna go to like SeaWorld and the space place. What is Cape Canaveral? Man, why can't I get a job naming things? Come on, my names are so much better than these other lame ones.
Cape Canaveral? No, space place.
Where's the How do I get to the space place, please? What?
You have Down saying, I may have made a beautiful mistake. I told work that my job would take 5 days to do. I found a cheat and got it done in 3 hours. Guess I have nothing to do until next Friday. I think I have to tell them what I've done and they will give me more work? ? Nah. What you should do, you should ask for more of that kind of work.
Yeah, no, don't tell them that. Just roll with it, man.
Yeah, 5 days from now, get to him and be like, hey, I really enjoyed this project. If there's any other opportunities to do this kind of work, I'd really appreciate it, please.
Absolutely. Or I hear you, Ora, but I don't know if you know this. The Disney World is very expensive. So, and there'll be 5 people going, so that's $600 a day for tickets. So we got to be beggars, not choosers.
Ora said Disney World, go to Hollywood Studio, Magic Kingdom, Epcot is good, but the other 3 are great also. So, Mike's just gonna go to them all. Take care of it.
I'm just gonna dress as Maui and be like, yeah, I'm here for my job. They're my team. Their team is beautiful.
Coming up on Saturday, it is the 4th edition of the Kiki Cup. GMS is proud to sponsor the Kiki Cup. You can register still at thekikikup.com. It's a fun, anyone can play Apex Legends tournament. We have proof because the person on the left side of your screen is also going to play in the tournament.
And I haven't played it since the last one.
What is your goal?
To have fun.
What a great goal. Good luck with that.
That's my goal.
It all starts at 12 p.m. Pacific time-ish at Kiki Low on Twitch. You can also catch the pregame show. Go to the Streamers Lighthouse Discord because that's where all the information is. Speaking of the Streamers Lighthouse, on Sunday, it's Streamers Lighthouse Thanksgiving Feast. We'll share a meal. We'll talking about what we're thankful for. And if you'd like to join, feel free to DM Chris ME. You can do so on Twitter. You can go into the Streamers Lighthouse Discord. There's lots of ways to connect with them, including twitch.tv/the Streamers Lighthouse, because the event will be streamed on twitch.tv/the Streamers Lighthouse. That's why it's there. So check it out. It's coming up on Sunday. Thanksgiving Feast, courtesy of the Streamers Lighthouse. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Do I have to shove the mashed potatoes into my computer, or how does that work?
I think that's absolutely fine. I mean, what's the downside?
Okay.
Name one bad thing that could happen.
I can't. That's the thing.
There's
not one bad thing that would happen.
Yeah, I couldn't even think of a single thing. So I would just smash as many mashed potatoes into your computer as possible.
As many.
Good moron to you, Professor Hamham.
Good moron.
And to you, Lady K, just dropping in while I eat. I gotta get practicing. We have a story. This one comes to us courtesy of the BBC in Scotland. Last week we shared a story about dog TV in the UK. This one now has to do with phones for dogs. I'm very confused.
So we're just gonna go ahead and do lots of different things for dogs. However, The issue here is, I don't know if you all knew this, but there was a global pandemic recently that is long been gone, according to the fine folks here in Indiana. But during the pandemic, lots and lots of people got pets because you were stuck at home, right? So that's what you could do. A lot of folks are having some issues now that they go back to work, and they're actually finding that animals are having a lot of anxiety and stress related issues. So Dog TV was something that was creative, and now in partnership with that, a Scottish academic has devised a device that allows dogs to video call their owners simply by shaking a ball. The ball is fitted with an accelerometer, which, when it senses movement, connects the call. Its creators at the University of Glasgow, say it could help pets with separation anxiety as their owners return to work after the pandemic. The system is a brainchild of Dr. Elena Herskij Douglas, a specialist in animal-computer interaction at the university's School of Computing Science. Dr. Name conducted a series of 16 study days with 10-year-old Labrador Zach over a 3-month period. The accelerometer was built with the help of colleagues from Aalto University in Finland and concealed inside Zach's favorite toy. The first 2 days saw Zach make 18 calls, half of which were accidental while he slept on the ball, suggesting the system was too sensitive. But during several calls where he was awake, he showed his owner some toys they often play with together and approached the screen, suggesting he wanted to interact with her. By the final experimental phase, lasting 7 days, the accelerometer tuning had been refined, and Zach made 35 calls in total, averaging 5 a day. When asked for a quote, says that could help the pandemic puppies find new ways to deal with the stress of being home alone as their owners return to work, said Dr. Name
Squatch.
Huh. What? So that's interesting.
Professor Amham says, my dog would never call me. Whereas Emma Sink says, I want my dog to call me.
So it's actually funny, Professor Hamham, that you say that, because read the article. It's a really interesting article because there's a lot more that goes more in depth into the science and the psychology of it. And one of the things one of the participants said was it actually provided some more stress for the owners as well, because sometimes the owners would then try to connect with a video call on their behest, and the animal wouldn't be there. So then the person would panic and be like, "Oh my gosh, where's my dog?" When it's just it's being a dog. They don't necessarily just sit there. But I think it's a really cool idea. It just one of the problems though is it's kind of like, when you have a ball and then you hide it and throw it and the dog looks for it. That's because they're dumb. So this thing, so it's gonna think like you're there, right? And then it's gonna be really pissed off when you don't throw the ball, and then it's gonna go poop on your pillow and give you a pink eye.
Of course.
So
that's how that works.
I've thought this out, but don't worry.
They could just consulted you before they created this thing.
Exactly. I could have saved them millions of dollars.
Light years ahead of time. Yeah. This is like when we went back to the future in the first hour and solved some problems.
Solve the pocket shortage? Yep.
Yes, exactly. If anyone worried about their pockets, that's all you got to do.
All right.
Top of the moron.
Top of the moron.
Chris M.E. and Emma is a Sink both arrived whilst you were in that story. Today's topic of the day is, who is your favorite Disney character? I think you said you were waiting for Chris on something, but I can't remember what it was.
I don't
Disney
remember.
related.
Oh, Mickey's Minnie's birthday. Are they both the same day?
Yeah, were Mickey and Minnie created on the same
I
day.
just Googled it, but I'd rather wait and have Chris answer.
Yeah, I know. And K-Laugh is busy. I mean, we've seen K-Laugh once this morning. Head of research and development who has a real job. Psh, ridiculous. I said my favorite characters, like Daisy Duck is badass. If you're looking at the core Disney characters, but Elsa is epic. Yeah, Idina Menzel. Let's go.
She's pretty good. But she's not Elsa. She's not the character.
True.
The character is
They're both
Elsa.
good. They're both good.
Elsa's just hiding Idina Menzel inside her.
Yes.
Can't. Let me out. Let me out.
I mean, even Samantha Barks, who plays Elsa on Broadway, maybe on Broadway, maybe over in London, actually. Who was in Les Mis, the film. Outstanding singer as well. So, kind of just big fan of all the Elses. Definitely not created the same days as Chris and me, and I'm pretty sure they have distinct birthdays.
Actually, when I Google Minnie Mouse's birthday, nationaltoday.com says it's November 18th, 1928. And when I Google Mickey Mouse's birthday, it says November 18th, 1927.
Controversy this morning on Gaming Morning Show. Mike O has researched Minnie and Mickey Mouse and has found their birthdays to be the exact same day, 1 year apart.
Wah, 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 wah. Suck it, Disney boy. Okay.
Wow. How was your stream last night at Disneyland, Chris? Anyone who is not saying Homer Simpson is lying, says Aura. I still like that connection. You were talking about Marvel characters, and the Aura comes through with the Simpsons are technically Disney characters now.
So here is just in from the newsroom. Why do Minnie and Mickey have the same birthday? The two share the same birthday because they made their big debuts in the animated movie Steamboat Willie in New York on November 18th, 1928. You can mark the day by watching a cartoon featuring the pair wearing a classic Mickey Mouse Watcher t-shirt or visiting a Disney theme park. Back to you in the newsroom.
Thank you very much. Emma is the Snake says, was Mickey Mouse not called Willie or something? It was in Steamboat Willie, but then apparently was born out of Oswald the Rabbit or something like that. It's a whole.
Weird. Did he have an affair with a mouse?
Entertainment reporter Look It's Mike O has some dirt on Mickey Mouse.
Well, while hanging out on Wine's big deck, I was handed a note, and the note says, "The mouse and wait, what was the other creature?
A rabbit. It's a rabbit.
A mouse and a rabbit had too much fermented cheese, and thus was born Mickey Mouse." I wish I had a zoom like everyone else does, but hold on. Named Mickey Mouse.
If you actually go to, I think what's his name?
Wow.
Chris
Holy
M.E.
moly.
termed it the partner statue. I think if you go to that in Disneyland, it says that right there on the plaque, what Mike just read.
Yeah, no, it was just on this piece of paper. It's right there.
Oh no! There! Boom! Here to comment is our cartoon character affairs expert, Sean. What happened?
It's a lot of genetics and splicing, and it was real messy for a while. I don't want to talk about it.
I feel like this is like a surgery scene from a movie. You'd have like that sound of the thing that watches your heart. Beep. Beep.
Heart monitor.
What's the name of that thing that monitors your heart? Anyone know? Anyone? Guess we'll never know.
What's it called? A heart tester thing.
Let's try this out.
Oh.
Oh no! The rabbit's flatlining! What's happening?
Somebody get that rat out of it quick.
Top of the Moron.
Good Moron Smart, it's good to see you. It's time for sports at 7:53. Sean's back with us. 10:53 on the East Coast, 3:53 for those watching GMS. In the afternoon! Yeah.
Mars name is better than Heart Beeper.
KJ would never, Sean would never leave us permanently. Except for when Sean has to go to work and other things. But other than that, never once.
I still come back
Yeah.
eventually.
Did the Mets win?
Travel day.
Agree.
Actually, no. You know that's a lie. It's a huge loss. They lost a lot. Actually.
What happened?
Noah Syndergaard signed with the Angels.
Oh yeah, we reported that yesterday.
Okay, never mind. Then the chat.
Correct.
I mean, if Shohei Ohtani continues to get to pitch, I mean, that's a pretty good 1-2 punch if Syndergaard stays healthy. So
His arm's gonna fall off. $21 million for a guy who's pitched 2 innings in 2 years. Brilliance.
what about Jake DeGrom? Is he still with the Mets?
He is, but he's also like broken.
This
Hopefully he'll be back for.
this just in from Aura. Sir Kevin Sinfeld will run from Leicester Tigers to Leeds Rhinos rugby clubs to raise money and awareness for MND research after his old teammate and friend Rob Burrow was diagnosed with the illness in December 2019. The aim is to complete the 101-mile run in 24 hours. This comes after he ran 7 marathons in 7 days earlier in the year. Hear, hear! Whew. I think it blew a blood vessel. Ow.
That 101-mile run, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah. It's a lot longer than a 10-mile run, that's for sure.
10 miles in 24 hours. Set that bar real low.
I was trying to be as quiet as I could, Brendan. Backed off. Oh, sorry, headphone warning. Hear you, hear you. Your Los Angeles Lakers lost on the road to the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks, 109-102. Lakers even at 8 apiece in the win and loss column. Your Portland Trailblazers, though, won 112-107 over Chicago and improved their record to an even 8-8. Your Seattle Kraken lost at home to the Chicago Blackhawks 4-2. Seattle's now 4-11-1 on the year.
Great.
Kraken.
Cy Young's announced yesterday. Robbie Ray of Toronto wins the AL version, and Corbin Burns of Milwaukee wins the NL version.
I was just looking at the voting, and speaking of, Jacob DeGrom got a vote. It's weird. He pitched for like 4 days.
Justin Verlander will be back with the Astros, $25 million deal.
Jeez.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, these people are getting some crazy contracts. Crazy.
Oh, yeah, and the NCAA women's basketball tournament will be 68 teams big, beginning with this current season. That'll be the equal number of participants as the men's tournament as part of a concerted effort at gender parity, according to the Associated Press.
68 teams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of teams.
Pretty soon it's going to be like 148. Like, hey, you want to play in this tournament? All right, come on in. You know?
Yep. We'll have a GMS team before you know it.
The tournament will just start at the beginning of the season. That will be the season.
That's actually
Yeah,
incredibly
yeah.
interesting. A lot of consolation.
How long was your
brackets.
season this year? 1 game.
One meaningful game. Chris M.E. says Disney got the rights to Oswald back, by the way. Appears in Disney California Adventure. It's in the Marvel section.
Oh.
You can look it up. It's there.
Google it, but not on the real Google.
All right, well, that is your sports. Next hour, Oregon State University had a dock where dozens were stranded. We'll tell you about that coming up. A dock, not a deck. A dock. Also, an overdue book returned to a Scotland library after over a half a century. So we have that story on the way. We'll also do GMS Puppet Pals Mad Libs Theater unless someone has someone else to do.
Sorry, what?
I said that wrong.
That's what he said.
Clip it. Or is everyone going to hang out with us? No, Apollo.
This is the morning version. This is the before dark. Can't say that here.
A deck.
You know what they say about a big deck.
Sean has a huge deck, and we all sit on it. Hours at a
Real
time.
wet right now.
It's the winter.
'Cause of the
It's
rain.
The winter, yeah. It's true. That's coming up next hour. Hopefully you can hang out with us. Not go running off and doing people. It's a Thursday. Gaming Morning Show. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. GamingMorningShow.tv. November 18th, 2021.
hippos. I've been to Disneyland. They're dangerous. You gotta look out. That's why this game's so scary. Hippos kill more people every year than sharks.
Did you turn it on?
Well, Scott at that time, he got in there real fast.
No. Someone donated and scared the shit out of me.
God, that
Kate.
was so loud.
Kate, I love you, but I hate you. Oh my God, Kate,
The bad guy. Get me my. Oh dear God. Is that my phone?
no, it's the thing, the donation thing.
Yeah, but why is it vibrating?
Because for some reason it doesn't load the.
Why does that happen?
It doesn't load the audio fast enough or something. But you guys can't hear it during the show, but I hear it every time.
How do you not freak out every day? Can they hear how terrible that sounds?
It's
Just for that's just like a gift you do for us. Want a beer?
Oh God, that's so gross. That's even worse
Let's
than the
duck
zombies.
down. Really
Look
get
at
in
the-
here.
look
Oh,
at-
spaghetti! Why is this in the fridge? Oh, my flashlight
Oh, good.
quivered. It's like, ooh, gross.
You hear that? It's on my left now. Why is the sound so good? I played the first. Oh my
Oh,
God.
look.
Is that a raven?
I think so. Gross. Don't microwave your.
Look at where I came from. I can never fall back to the same ones. Only good vibes now, but the hard times is what we raised.
In the future, please be careful when telling strangers good moron. Sincerely, K-Lab.
We take all our doubts, the dark clouds, and we still prevail. Raise a fist to the sky.
Bob likes it. Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, GMS Puppet Pals, Mad Libs Theater, and GMS Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay, and the clip of the day. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningshow.tv. Time for hour number 3, right now.
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues. It is Thursday, November 18th, 2021. Bear, Sean in the top left. That is Look, It's Mike O, and the Gaming Morning Lizard, Diego. I am Hefty Goof, and I have no sidekick.
Bummer. You have the orange backdrop.
Mean old orange backdrop there.
You
You
guys
got
go way
some
back.
goldfish back there. Yeah.
Ooh, I have tons of sidekicks. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
Anyone want some crackers? Or goldfish? I think I got some Cheez-Its back there. Wheat Thins.
Ooh, I'll take some Cheez-Its.
All right, send in the mail. It'll be far more economical than me figuring out how to, just ship you some from like Amazon or something. So, it is a fun show. We are talking about Disney characters because today is Mickey Mouse's birthday. It also might be Minnie Mouse's birthday. It seems like that might be the case, but then maybe it's not the case. But it could be the case. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Spencer Frank is not here. Chris and me asked, is there no big spider on the ceiling? No, Spencer is probably dead because I think someone sprayed for spiders recently.
Ryan murdered
Sorry,
him.
Spencer Frank.
So
Yeah, sorry. Right? This is awkward. Oof. Sorry, Spencer. So that's coming up with Puppet Pals and Clip of the Day and all that stuff. I think we had a good candidate for Clip of the Day. I don't know. Maybe not. Someone's saying that clips aren't working on Twitch. I don't know if that's the case.
well, it didn't work in the chat, but it's in the Discord and it works just fine.
Sick. It's awesome. It's a good thing I didn't say anything silly. That would have been embarrassing. Apollo says, I'd rather a jar of It's Copia nut butter. Interesting. Because everyone wants a fudge TV show now. I don't think I could play that much Resident Evil.
I don't know. The more we play, the better you do with things.
True. It's true. I mean, we'll see what happens because we're still waiting for the big thing that's supposed to happen
Yeah,
in Resident Evil.
we still haven't gotten to the part.
The part, yeah. Dun, dun,
Or
You
so
do
we've
much
been told.
better when you turn off notifications as well.
Well, listen, we still can't get, like, Gabe Pride shows up almost every show and hosts us on Twitch, and we can't get any of those things to work right now, so. We're just going to have
Nice.
an extra host be in, like, the bottom underneath the GMS logo here and just pop up when people do things now. You're like,
That'd be pretty fun.
hi there. Thank you, Gabe Pride, for the host on Twitch. Seems like a waste of resources, but, you know, we'll figure it out. It'll be worth it. Copia says, Spencer's okay. At the zoo today. He texts me. That spider could text. He had big enough legs. Holy cow. It's terrifying. It's not okay. Let's go ahead and say, well, what we need to do in the 8 o'clock hour.
Morning to the Final Hour crew.
Final Hour crew is here. Brendan, one of the ambassadors of the Final Hour crew, has been hanging out with us the vast majority of the show. It's Copia is here as well. Smar joined us late last hour, carrying over to the Final Hour crew. Apollo is here this morning. Chris M. Yee, ambassador. The Final Hour crew is here.
Who is probably in the shower.
So good morning to you as well. We've had a lot of great folks. Forgiven John has been lurking throughout the course of the morning. We saw Emma as a sink. We saw Professor Ham. KJ's been with us the vast majority of the show. Aura has been yelling things in sports. It's been a good show overall. I'm pretty proud of y'all.
Hello, FHC.
Coming up, we'll have the story about the Oregon State University doc. We'll have that very, very shortly. Disney characters, we've been talking about that. We've been saying wine and soup names wrong. I think overall it's been a pretty good show.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
We should keep it going.
Mike had a very good After Dark show yesterday. Summarize what we saw yesterday with Sports.Gaming, Digital.Games, and yourself over the course of nearly 2 hours.
It was a really long show.
It was.
Getting better though at timing. Digital Doc just wouldn't shut up. He just kept saying things. Basically, surprise of the night was Deadpool, who made it to the Elite Eight, mostly because he couldn't die. And his annoyability was pretty high, so he had that going in his favor. And in the end, we had the final round was Doctor Strange versus his potential protege, Scarlet Witch, with Doctor Strange pulling it out in the final. Wow, that could go in a whole other direction if you really thought about it. But yeah, so Doctor Strange is going to take on Doctor Doom in a future edition of GMS After Dark, hopefully featuring some fantastic folks to debate who would win.
Fantastic Four is gonna be there.
Yep, sure it will. With Franklin Reed.
You got Jessica Alba?
No, not the crappy Fantastic Four.
Get wrecked, Jess. Yikes. Brendan said, doc or deck? This is about a doc. This is the story of a doc. Not sports doc gaming, but...
Digital Doc.
Yes, exactly. Smart says, you guys keep me company while I'm running around trying to do all the things I should have done all day long. Hey, that's what we're here
Nice.
for. Try to help you distract while also being productive. Thank you for saving my beautiful center there.
It was a nice center.
There is precedence in the comic books that Deadpool could threaten or even kill the writers to ensure his win.
That makes sense.
Honestly, I didn't realize that
We
Deadpool
did
was
mention the
invincible.
fourth wall skills as
Yeah.
being important. I didn't even take that into consideration. Uh-oh. I didn't get enough of an angle.
I believe the Fantastic Four, Chris, was actually a watch party. I don't think we were going to do a table read.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
a lot.
That was a watch party. Yeah.
Yeah.
Naturally.
If I had a better angle, that would have been great. Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs. Did you see that hashtag yesterday, Copia? Apparently,
Yep, we talked about it.
yeah, they were trying to release a whole bunch of hashtags with the Spider-Man trailer, and one of them was for Doc Ock. It was
Yeah.
trending.
Someone obviously didn't double check the spelling on that one.
Couldn't think of all the possible outcomes that could be with that one.
Nope.
So, my favorite part though is it still has the Spider-Man logo behind it, which is great.
Nice.
Chris ME says, I suggested table read because GMS has a better track record with those.
It's true.
Wait, did you not tell Chris about the watch party that we had the other day?
We've been having watch parties every Thursday night for the last like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Did no one invite Chris?
Every time Chris goes
Probably.
to Disneyland, we host a watch party.
Check your spam box. That might be where the invites
I'm
are,
sure that's
you
where
know?
it is. Yeah, it definitely.
I
probably
hate,
is
I
spam.
hate when that happens. Check the junk mail. Which is a friendly reminder, folks, that you should always check your junk mail. Not your voice. I mean, check your voicemail.
Check your voicemail. You never know what's in there either. Doc PCIs, Doc? Says Chris.
Doc PCIs, Doc? I don't. What's PCI?
Wow. Hello, FHC. Quiet I'm Gaming checking in.
Hello, FHC.
Always heck your junk.
Oh, man, did you guys forget to lock the door again?
Wait, is Quiet I Am bad takes here? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. If we lock the door, then he can't give any bad takes. I think that's kind of like the thing. You know?
I mean, Quiet's had a couple of pretty good shows recently.
Quiet's been on a roll.
yeah,
I
I
think
know. We need to give someone else a chance.
I think we had a Billy Thundergun award for Quiet recently.
We
I
did.
think he had a couple, didn't he?
Yeah, perhaps.
Didn't he have a retroactive one too?
Probably. Yeah. Do dot. What? Is that cockhay? Quiet?
Sorry, what?
That's a clickable thing that Brendan put into our chat, and I am terrified.
Yeah, we're not. Let's, Kyle, click on that.
Automod will like block the word mood, but we'll let that go through. We need to have a talk
Well, it
with
says
Automod.
hey afterwards, so it's fine. As long as it has the word hey, we're good.
Don't click,
put-
says Brendan.
Kyle.
Lady K is still hanging out with us this morning. Chris M.E. says, I've got sizable junk. Oh, my phone auto-corrected. Awk. Did it? Interesting. Chris M.E. bringing the heat. If you need a place to store your sizable junk, you can put it on Sean's big deck.
Won't they like combine then?
Like Captain Planet? Or is that Power Rangers, probably? No, what's your powers?
Vyra.
Lego pizza.
No, we're talking about superheroes, Bob. I think Bob just wanted to yell something.
You know,
Apollo,
like, I've been quiet for a while.
when in doubt, blame auto. Beep. Autocorrect.
Auto physiology.
Brendan said, don't click. I was laughing about Dukak and then accidentally made a huge mistake. Huge.
Oh boy, huge, the biggest.
We got Puppet Pals coming up after this.
Do we?
Allegedly.
Do we have enough energy for Puppet Pals at this
Allegedly.
point?
Oh, it'll come back. Start thinking of the words you want to spam now.
Look at that. Get in there.
Get in there.
Cracked. Copia says, has Bob put his Christmas decorations up in his box yet? Bob, how do you feel about Christmas decorations?
Bob likes it.
Hey, Mike, could we borrow
What?
some Christmas decorations?
Once I put everything up, I'll see what we have left.
Okay.
I'm sure.
What you could do is you could stick them on the swords and then slide them into Bob's box.
Oh. Just slide it right on into Bob, huh?
Don't worry. The swords missed me.
I don't think you've ever hit Bob with the swords, to be honest.
No. I'm pretty good about it. So
Brendan would like us to know that the mistake that Brendan made was a big girthy one. So
we were gonna argue about Christmas songs. Jeez. Just wait until the month of December. You're really gonna hate it.
Lady K said, "Ugh, I was out in the shops and had to put up with Christmas songs." Not a big fan.
People like Christmas music. Let them like Christmas music. That's what headphones are invented for.
I mean, I like Christmas music in December.
No, it's Christmas right now.
Gotcha. It's now 8:19 West Coast, 11:19 out East, 4:19 for those watching in the UK. Apollo said, pretty good about missing Bob's box. Is that something to be proud of or ashamed of? I think just keeping Bob alive is key. Yeah.
We have a good streak going.
Yeah.
Do you know how much of a pain it'd be to get a new Bob?
It'd be
pretty
really
big
hard.
challenge.
You gotta have tryouts, and then you gotta like name changes, stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, we had to rebuild Bob once, and that was a challenge all of its own. So,
Oh man.
yeah, when we were running on a 10th of Bob, it was tough. Chris Amia says, is Sean driving Ecto 1?
I know that's me.
That's Mike. And it's amazing.
That was
I broke my rule and bought it.
Let's say that was the day after Mike declared he'd never spend money on this damn game. They got him.
And then they got me.
Smar said, soon as Halloween ends, it's Christmas. Let the songs play. I've seen this. This has been a big thing this season. They said after Halloween, November 1st is Christmas 1st. And the only day that Christmas stops for the next 2 months is for Thanksgiving.
It's like Thanksgiving is pre-gaming for Christmas. Gotcha. So
Got some bad news. Wi-Fi in the house has not been cooperating all morning, so we'll not be able to show you the words in real time as we put them into the Mad Libs for GMS Puppet Pals Mad Libs Theater, but that doesn't mean you can't start spamming words, so everybody in the chat, every single chatter, feel free to start putting words into the chat, you chatters. Mike, you can put words in too. Is Diego going nuts?
Diego has thrown Diego's food all over Diego's.
Diego, the gaming morning show Thorny Dragon.
All right, I can't remember. I think Austin picked last week because Austin was here. I don't think Sean's got a pick in a while. Sean, do you want to pick or do you
Sean
want to defer
pick.
to Mike? Okay.
I'll pick. Sean picks.
All right, we're going to do
Not lawsuit.
travel day. Kitchen inspection, letter of recommendation, campfire stories.
Ooh. Let's do campfire stories.
Okay. I'm just going to take a quick look. The only thing I'm really concerned about is we had switched devices, and so I'm worried we've done this one before. But the nice thing about Mad Libs is
Different every time.
different every time. All right, we need a plural noun, please. A plural noun.
Deck.
Dex. I spelled that one correctly. Adjective.
Be very careful. Gooey.
Uh-oh, I hit a V, so it's vui. Plural noun.
Gooey.
Muppets.
Adjective.
Slippery.
Crack. Now I'm hitting these all. Adjective.
Girthy.
I actually need the spelling on that.
Girthy.
Okay. Noun.
Words.
I'm going to go
Thanks,
words
thanks.
just in case it's not supposed to be plural.
Oh, gotcha.
Person in room, last name. Yee?
Yep, perfect.
Uh-oh, I put you. Y-E-W. Oh, last name of person. So that first person had to be in the room. Now we can pick anybody.
Great.
What was the name of the professor from this one story you read earlier?
Which one? Dr. Name? Here, good luck with that.
HIRSKYJ dash Douglas.
Herskish Douglas.
Place.
Hold on, where's the Scotland one? Dunder Mifflin, Scotland.
I'm just going to spell that off the top of my head. Dunder Milkflin. Scotland. All right, another last name of person. My gosh.
Man.
Do you want to use Doc Ock? Just go Ock.
Dukok.
Uh-oh. That'll be a surprise.
Oh
no.
Part of the body.
Elbow. There was an elbow in here somewhere. Go with the elbow,
Oh my
please.
gosh, the voice of reason. Thank you, man. Oh, it's all caps for some reason. Just go with it. Type of liquid.
Elbow.
What was it?
Type of liquid.
Beautiful.
Hollandaise sauce.
Oh no.
or melted ice cream. Chris, how did you know?
Hollandaise. Do it.
Which you want hollandaise?
Yeah, let's do hollandaise sauce.
I'm
You can't look at it. You just gotta spell it.
Oh damn it! I was looking at it,
Dang
trying to
it.
get it right. Sorry. Article of clothing, plural.
Socks.
Kasogo, good moron to you. Thank you for being here with the
Hi,
final hour.
Kasogo.
Someone explain what we're doing.
FHC.
Did you say
Yep,
socks?
Madalibs. Socks.
Socks. Okay. Relative.
Diego.
I think it was supposed to be like aunt or uncle, but we're just gonna go with it. Piece of furniture. This is the most like wide-ranging Mad Libs we've ever done.
All right. First person to put in furniture gets it. Hey, Kasogo. That's not furniture. Broken chair. Great.
Walking on broken chairs. Verb ending in ing.
Churning.
And an adjective.
Hold on, let's see what else we got in here. Decking? I don't think
I
that's an
think that.
adjective.
I think that was his verb.
Bing dem cheeks. Great.
Chewy.
Chewy.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
All right. Get ready, chat. We are assembling the script as we speak for Campfire Stories. I really miss when this thing would actually output it in like beautiful text as opposed to crappy text. But whatever.
Yeah, whatever the thing is now.
All right. So get ready for this. This is very exciting. If you've never been here for a GMS Puppet Pals Mad Libs Theater, some of them are on our YouTube page, youtube.com/gaming morning show. We dim the music.
Oh yeah, I need to do this too.
We dim the lights. Everyone in position? Everyone ready?
Well, I need to turn off my green screen. That way I don't disappear.
Back to the Future style. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Gaming Morning Show, the GMS Puppet Pals! Do 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 do. And
Apparently it's with food, sorry.
action.
It is always fun to chop up some decks and use them to build a vui campfire.
Oh boy. Then you get all of the Muppets to sit around the fire and tell scary stories.
You can tell them about Ichabod Crane,
Oh,
the
God.
slippery schoolteacher of Sleepy Hollow, and his girthy adventures with the headless word.
Or you can tell The Fall of the House of U, which was written by Edgar Allan Herskey Douglas.
What? Or you can tell about vampires from Dunder Mifflin, Scotland, like the terrible Count Du Coke, who bit people on the elbow and drank their holiday sauce.
By this time, many of the young campers will start shaking in their socks and will begin yelling for their Diego and go hide under the broken chair.
Believe me, when it comes to churning a bunch of kids, there's nothing like a real chewy ghost story.
And that is your GMS Puppet Pals Mad Libs Theater. my favorite one was the holiday sauce. Oh, gosh. Jeez.
You ever churned kids before?
Color come back. Color come back.
How was it starring alongside Reese Witherspoon in Pleasantville there, Sean?
She was very kind.
Kasogo, if you're still here, I know you changed the channel. What'd you think of your very first GMS Puppet Pals Mad Libs Theater? Big thanks to Mad Artist and Nate made us our Puppet Pals, and you can find Nate streaming a whole bunch of stuff. Last month was Vectober, a beautiful person who can do amazing things with InDesign, just makes pins at voodoodesigns.com, correct? Yeah. It's really
Correct.
good. Mike has 8,000 Nate shirts, so. Pleasantville, Chris says, I love Pleasantville. It would have been better if Sean had been in the movie instead of Tobey Maguire, so. Oh, man. Follow Hollandaise. I thought they said holiday sauce. That's the hot buttered rum or something, so. Yeah, did you like how I misspelled Doc Ock? Duke Cock.
Two cocks.
That was good. That was good. The Fall of the House of You. Let's go to Oregon State University. That is in the central part of Western Oregon. Corvallis, Oregon would be the date line if you're reading it. Ben Hooper has a story about Oregon State University's Big Doc.
They had some issues with their big dock there over in Corvallis, Oregon. Spectators watching the Oregon State University rowing teams in an inter-squad scrimmage were left stranded when the gangplank connecting their dock to the shore became detached. The Corvallis Fire Department said crews responded when dozens of spectators at the OSU rowing inter-squad scrimmage became stranded on a floating dock when the gangplank broke free. Oregon State University Police and the Benton County Sheriff's Office also responded to the scene. The rescuers used an inflatable raft to ferry the spectators a short distance from the dock to the shore. Crews were able to successfully ferry everyone to shore without an injury or anyone going for a brisk swim. Corvallis Fire said in a Facebook post, witnesses said some of the people standing on the gangplank when it started to sink got a little wet, but no one ended up in the water. That's good.
What are you doing, Sean?
Yeah, we're doing the whole. Okay.
It's the wrong one.
Scud Og is what I see.
Yeah, we actually see a backwards O duck right now.
Scud Og. Scud Og. Scud Og.
Is that Doc Ock that you're trying to spell? Oh, duck. I was gonna say I didn't realize you were trying to make a pro Oregon statement. I was gonna be like, we're from here. We should actually be able to get this one right. But I see what you're doing. Down with the Beavers.
Yeah, that's right.
Kasogo said, I was kind of hoping Post Malone Nut Butter would have been picked, but what can you do? Hey, Kalaf, would you please input in production notes that we will guarantee the use of Post Malone Nut Butter next week for GMS Puppet Pals Mad Libs Theater, please?
No, we won't, because we won't be here Thursday.
Why aren't you going to be here Thursday? We'll be here Thursday.
For Thanksgiving?
I think Thanksgiving's the week after, right?
Nope.
Damn it.
Next week.
But we'll be here. We have a show on Thanksgiving morning, so.
Perfect.
You don't have to be here, but we'll be here. It'll be fun. That is one of the advantages. We were talking about this when we were planning on whether or not to have a show on Thanksgiving. Is that when you're done by 9 a.m., it's a lot easier to do it than when you're done at noon. So, it's really next Thursday?
Sure is.
I thought it was like on the 28th or something.
On the 25th?
Oh, I'm misaligned on my days. Yeah, because today is the 18th, so next week's the 25th. This is the last week of...
Yep.
Jeez. Wow. Anyway.
Christmas time is here.
I am JF
Eating
Down
turkey
says, you guys take a day off? Question mark. We have taken one show off, I believe, and that was Christmas Day last year. And we'll do that again this year.
No, I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure Christmas Day was a Saturday. So we streamed on Christmas Eve, because I remember, because I couldn't get in my office because Santa locked the door. That was on a Friday.
Oh,
So,
that's true.
Yeah. So yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
Christmas was on Friday last year.
Yeah.
So we would have we wouldn't have broadcast on Friday. Anyway, point being, that's the one down. It's Christmas morning. And if we didn't have Sean and I didn't have young kids, we'd probably do the show on Christmas morning too. But that won't always be the case. We'll eventually do like best ofs and some stuff on certain days. But until then, we like it. Apollo says, "Why is Santa locking your doors? Is the GMS actually a trio of elves?"
Tune in on the 23rd. Just you'll find out why.
Yeah, we had a special visitor last year. It was neat.
It was great.
Downs goes gooey duck. Nice callback, Downs. Wow, it's been a while since we talked about the gooey ducks. Been a long while.
Yucky.
No, we do this out of our own free will. Paulo says, "Are y'all being held hostage?" We're fine. Don't worry.
No.
That's good, Puppet Pals. Nice work, y'all.
Google it, Apollo.
Don't do it.
Actually,
fine,
if you
just-
want the full experience, Google gooey duck mukbang.
Ugh. Even worse.
Yeah.
Don't do that one.
That's what happened last time we did this.
Please do not Google that.
Bob, we already told him it's too late. All right.
Please do not Google that. Especially at work.
Okay. Wait, we're trapped in the boxes now? I'm very confused what is happening. This is hard. We got an overdue book in Scotland. That story is coming up. We have Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Re-News, recap of the headlines of the video game day. And then we'll have clip of the day and takeaways that were pretty okay. If you're watching on Twitch, we'll also send you somewhere via a raid. That's all coming up the final 25 minutes of Gaming Morning Show. I'm excited for Thanksgiving. I didn't realize it was next week. This is awesome.
You should see the fridge on the bottom deck.
Do you have a turkey in there?
No, it is well stocked.
That is Sean's backup deck. In case his big deck gets unusable. I'm gonna go sit on Sean's backup
My
deck.
search.
Apollo said, "Wait, gooey
man.
duck? Y'all were talking about ducks?" And then goes, "No!" I'm ad-libbing. Rip my search history with all caps. Quiet Time Gaming, we're doing a turducken this year. I've never had one. Anyone else done a turducken before?
No.
There is a person on Instagram. I'll share it in the Discord. I don't cook myself, but this person's like a grill master and does a lot of like dry aged beef, and has been doing turkeys lately. And showed how to like bake a turkey at like 450 in the oven, and it only takes a couple hours, but it looks amazing. I mean, I'm a big fan of basting turkeys because then we can be out on Sean's big deck putting turkey in our mouth. But if that was not the case, I'd be open to trying this. Oh, you made turducken in
Got your back.
culinary school, says KJ.
Oh. Of course you did. Just kidding. Next year, I got permission to deep fry turkey. So, Thanksgiving 2022. Mike go sets his house on fire.
I was gonna say, don't blow yourself up.
Just have a fire
odds-
extinguisher.
Outlook not so good. Just kidding. Well, I might just bring it out to the big field behind the house and do it there.
And then don't light the whole field on fire.
It'll be plowed over by then. It's fine. It's just it's good.
Reports out of Muncie, Indiana. Huge fire started by GMS
Muncie.
host.
Who lives in Muncie?
I don't know, I'm trying to name all the Indianapolis. Damn it. All the Indiana towns I know, including Indianapolis.
You don't know what town I live in?
Actually,
know
now that I
town I
think
live in?
about it, remember when we all worked that job together? We all had centers? I had centers in Indiana.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm sorry.
Mostly Illinois. We always talked about the Cubs, but
My centers were in Arlington, Texas, the Arlington, Texas area.
nice.
Mine were in Colorado.
Jealous.
But that's where Littleton is. That they should have been able to do their own because they were amazing. Sorry, I'm a little bitter about hearing about that all the time.
What?
Oh, fudge nuggets.
Oh, because there was another place in Littleton. I gotcha.
The original place was
I gotcha.
always fly people out to tell us how we were doing our jobs wrong. And blah, blah, blah.
And you really did not like that job. Damn it.
I hated that job. I liked the people. I liked the environment, except for the guy who ran it and a couple other folks. But for the most part, I mean, it was just you just continually got shat on for like. Maybe it's because we were on like we were on the night shift, and everyone always thought we didn't do anything. When in actuality, we were the ones cleaning up everyone else's mess. No big deal.
I mean, you liked that job so much that you forgot even some of your favorite people who worked that job with you.
I told you after I racked my memory, his face was familiar.
Mike job number 4073.
Let's see. Lady Kate, I should hope you don't cook yourself. That is true. I did say I don't cook myself. So that is true. I did say that. I've had a lot of good, interesting sentences this morning. It's been fun.
Sure have.
Let's see. KJ said, it is key to cook all the birds to temp. Be sure to brine the birds for optimal moistness. KJ.
You gotta make sure that bird is moist.
Out of curiosity, how big is your Thanksgiving group? Because, maybe starting in 2022, you have KJ just come over and help cook something else? That'd be cool.
Ryan's just like, I don't really want to cook a lot.
Well, I don't already. I already have that part covered. But, like,
there you go.
Because, like, Sean's really good at
Almost
it.
amazing.
I just want to have more. Need more food. Let's see. Brendan says sentences are for Wednesdays and Fridays. That's right. We don't need them on Chaos Thursday.
We don't need no stinking sentences.
Scott Check update. Oscar's still high. He's fallen asleep next to his food bowl. This is Scott Chick's cat. It was just picked up from the vet.
Can you please take? There's pictures, right? There's got to be pictures.
Discord is open for your Oscar high pictures. Right now, KJ says currently only the three of us. Pre-COVID is about 15. I still make a full spread, just a smaller portion. I can't wait. Thanksgiving is next Thursday. Let's go. I haven't had this much to look forward to in a while.
Because I get to eat real food for a day. So,
how's the cleanse going?
Really well. I've lost 14 pounds.
Nice. Get wrecked.
Yeah. I may have stumbled the other day and got Taco Bell because I was having a really bad day. But we got back on track and we're good to go.
I mean, honestly, I think that's one of the biggest challenges is when you have your stumble, how do you recover, right?
Right. Yeah. And Taco Bell's kind of like a cleanse.
In a way, sure. Yeah, the fiber packets do that without needing that. So.
That's the new Taco Bell tagline. It's kind of a cleanse. And you're going to return your library book here.
Oh, that was a nice redirect. I wasn't ready for it.
I just happened to look up and drive, and there you go. That's what happens when you drive.
Nice.
I was even in position to block it. I just wasn't expecting it to come in so hot.
KJ says also the following is my mom's 70th birthday celebration. Her 4 bestie girlfriends are all flying in, and they got an Airbnb, and I am catering the long weekend. I'm so behind. Nice work, though, KJ. That's super kind of you.
I don't cater my mom's together, KJ.
I was going to say, out of curiosity, do you ever get sick of people being like, will you cook for us?
That's a fair point.
Yeah, like, I imagine, Sean being a chiropractor, people probably ask to get adjusted way too much sometimes. I'm just guessing. Is that true?
Most of the time, it's not bad.
Okay.
I'd imagine it gets more annoying when people are like, "Oh, you're a doctor? Okay, so I've got this thing, like on my shoulder," and you're like, "No, I don't. That's, no." Not bad.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah. When I poop, no, we're done. Please no more.
Meanwhile, Sean's
No,
wife is like, I want to see it.
The most annoying thing being a medical professional, and I have this on my side, my wife has it on her side, is people ask us advice, and we lay out like, all right, well, I think this and this and this and this, and watch for this, do this, and then they're like, I can go to the doctor anyway, and then they come back and they're like, my doctor said this and this, and we're like, yep, that's what I said. We get that a lot from, especially like extended family. Ryan's never done it. I don't know why he's hiding.
Oh, really? Okay, sweet.
No, you've done it too.
Oh, damn it.
All the examples I can think of with your family in particular were related to your kids, and I totally get that because you're like, I'm gonna be sure because it's my kids. So I don't have specific memories of you doing it, but maybe you did. Probably.
Because I'm so good at the medical stuff anyway, right? I handle all that news really, really well. It's 8:44 West Coast time, 11:45 now on the East Coast, 4:45 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. What's something you learned from today's show? Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. That is coming up, clip of the day as well. Let's go back to Scotland. We told you this story early in the 7 o'clock hour. Does not, at least as far as we know, involve Scott Chick, but it could. What is going on with this library book, according to Ben Hooper of UPI, Mike?
Yeah, I'm going to apologize to Scott Chick because I don't remember any of the things she wrote as far as pronunciations. However, a Scottish library said officials were stunned to open a package that arrived in the mail and find an overdue book that had been checked out 73 years earlier. On Fife Library said the Dunder Mifflin Carnegie Library and Galleries received a package in the mail last week that contained a copy of Stately Timber by Rupert Hughes. The book had been checked out from what was then known as the Dunder Mifflin Public Library Central Library and had been due back November the 6th, 1948. I burst out laughing when I opened the parcel. I couldn't believe it. Donna Duar, a cultural services assistant at DCL&G, said in a post on the library's Facebook page, "We had a book returned to that one branch after 14 years recently, which we thought was amazing enough, but this was way beyond anything we've heard of. The book was accompanied by a letter from the daughter of the man who had borrowed the book in 1948. The woman said her father, who is now deceased, RIP, had lived in Thornton in the 40s, and the book was recently discovered among his belongings. The library said overdue fees are currently suspended to encourage the return of long overdue materials during the COVID-19 pandemic. For a bit of fun, we worked out how much could have been due in fees, and it came to a whopping $3,840.97, or 2,847 swoopy line things, Duar said.
That's a lot of money.
Those are
Snoopy line thingy.
their official name is the Kirby Elves.
Kirby Elves.
That's the official name. You can look it up.
How many Kirby Elves does this cost?
6 economies.
Scott Chick says, "Oh, he's come through. I have photo, not at the food bowl though. It's okay. It's funny." And now Apollo is having to deal with this mold thing because Apollo says, "I've now learned the moral dilemma involved with mold because we have a giant tub of country crock that has barely been used, and I found a speck of mold the size of the tip of a safety pin. And I had to decide if I need to throw the whole tub away or just scoop it out." See? That's why you eat the whole loaf of bread, maybe. I mean, you're not going to throw away the whole tub of butter, right?
It's good for you.
Or the
It
whole
gives
tub
you
of
immunities.
margarine. I like how
much is left?
It's the whole tub.
But like
It's
when you say barely used,
used.
like half. 'Cause some people, melt. There you go. You melt it and use it for your fish sticks.
What?
That's fine.
I didn't know that was a possible outcome.
Wow.
Was that a rhetorical question then, Apollo? Had you already decided the outcome?
Plan C.
That's funny. I like how Mouser said "scoop it out," and it just sounded like you were starting a chant. Scoop it out. Scoop it out.
It's what I heard in my head too.
Of course it was. Count me in. It was Occult Day. It was Bio Jolaris Novau Day. It's about wine. It was Housing Day. Use Less Stuff Day. Adoption Day. Princess Day. Vico Sosi Day. And Apple Cider Day. I'm just trying to say it as quickly as I possibly can. I never even got close, except for a Novo or something like that earlier.
Ballpark.
Yes, it was the ballpark. We told you about the dog phone that could help lonely pooches call owners, and we also told you about the Oregon State University dock, where everyone nearly got wet. Dock. Let's go into the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews. Before we do, it's time to name our Billy Thundergun Award winner. I'm pretty impressed by the show that Aura put together today, to be honest. From everything with me having to yell a whole bunch of words during sports, to the anecdotes, to the longevity. Aura was here at least 2 hours today. To you, Aura.
Billy Thundergun, Teammate of the Match Award.
Good GMS Puppet Palace as well. All right, Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews. What are the headlines from the video game world straight from your pancreas? Hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It's still Thursday, November 18th, 2021, a week before Thanksgiving. News to some. We had some interesting things we talked about. The first one this morning was the upcoming WB Games game, Warner Brothers Multiversus, which is a Super Smash Brothers clone in which features Warner Brothers characters like the Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry and Steven Universe and Batman and Wonder Woman, even Gandalf, the Lord of the Rings character. So we'll see. Do we need more Smash Brothers clones with characters from cartoons?
Absolutely.
I guess. First it was Nickelodeon and now it's Warner Brothers. What's next? Disney?
Why not?
Why not?
What about a GMS Puppet Pals Smash Brothers clone?
Sure. Yep.
Pretty good.
No, stop fighting. We're friends.
Oh, you win. I'm turning invisible.
Goodbye. I take care of you.
Come back. Come back.
That was pleasant.
In our second news story of the day, Mario Kart Live. What's the subtitle? Home Circuit is getting an update. Update 2.0, which is going to bring a bunch of new modes, including a split-screen multiplayer, a new 4-player relay race, additional tracks, additional customizations for your racer and your tracks. And hopefully they're hoping with this update to remind people that, hey, this exists. Just give us $100. And the crowds went wild. And then Phil Spencer's out there telling people to get behind some legal versions of emulation so that the video game industry can do a better job of preserving their history and their games. Good job, Phil Spencer. Out today, we had highlights such as Smoots Golf out on Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Would you like to run an Idle Cafe out on Switch? Alien Marauder out on PC and Rot Flesh out on PC. But the most prestigious awarded name of the morning went to Romeowth in the Cracked World out on Switch. Meow. 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 Meow.
Congratulations, Name of the Morning. And when you're Name of the Morning, you could grow up to become a Name of the Month. And if we ever grow up, so does Fulfillment, we'll have a Name of the Month giveaway. All you have to do is find on our Twitter.
Hashtag GMS Name of the Morning.
And please, by all means, follow us on Twitter as well. All right, get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. What is something you learned from today's show? Apex Legends Kill Race Tournament Kiki Cup 4 is this Saturday. GMS is a proud sponsor. You can register at the Kiki Cup twitch.tv/kikicup.com. It starts around noon Pacific time at twitch.tv/kikicup. Mike O will be playing, so you'll be playing with a celebrity, which will be super exciting. Also, on Sunday, the Streamers Lighthouse presents the Thanksgiving Feast. It's on Sunday. You can find out more in the Streamers Lighthouse Discord. Also, you can message Chris M.E. on Twitter or on Twitch, and you can get some details there. It should be a lot of fun. They'll share a meal and have fun talking about what we're thankful for. That's the Streamers Lighthouse Thanksgiving Feast on Sunday, November 21st. It's time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Here it is. It's the clip of the day.
Toot, toot.
Of a GMS team before you know it.
The tournament will just start at the beginning of the season. That will be the season.
That's actually incredibly interesting. A lot of consolation.
How long was your
brackets.
season this year? One game.
One meaningful game. Chris M.E. says Disney got the rights to Oswald back, by the way. Appears in Disney California Adventure. It's in the Marvel section. No. You can look it up. It's there.
Google it, but not on the real Google.
All right, well, that is your sports. Next hour, Oregon State University had a dock where dozens were stranded. We'll tell you about that coming up. A dock, not a deck. A dock. Also, an overdue book returned to a Scotland library after over a half a century. So we have that story on the way. We'll also do GMS Puppet Pals Mad Libs Theater unless someone has someone else to do.
Sorry, what?
I said that wrong.
That's what he said.
Clip it. Yep, they did. They clipped it, and it grew up to become Clip of the Day. Did anyone else have someone else to do during the break?
Nope.
As Brendan said, sentences are reserved for Wednesdays and Fridays, not a chance on a Thursday. All right, takeaways that were pretty okay, and then we're going to send you over to Rena Mystique, a singer, right now in the 4th hour of a music stream, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. I found Rena doing the Grundle Morning Show because I was looking for other talk shows and podcasts, and turns out musician as well. Get your day started whatever time it is for you. So I'll send you over there. Please say good morning from GMS. We certainly would appreciate it. Sean, what is your takeaway that was pretty okay?
My takeaway is that I didn't know hollandaise sauce could be so hilarious.
GMS Puppet Pals is great.
Now I
Mike,
do.
what is your takeaway that was pretty okay?
That in Scotland, if you don't return your books, they kill you.
Poor guy. Just trying to live his life.
Yeah.
Denjin Meowster KJ said, takeaway, French wine, Bouchou Le Nouveau, and French cold soup, Vichy Soir, is good enough to have its own day. Did I get it that time?
Pretty
Probably not.
close.
Oh, wow. I'll take it. I'll take pretty close. Takeaway that was pretty okay from Apollo was Panda Express. Because it's takeout. Get it? Get it? Any others? Down said, my takeaway is not to watch GMS before dark if you have not finished GMS after dark. That's so great. Chris says, my takeaway is I'm scared of my hollandaise sauce being sucked out of me.
Through your elbows.
My takeaway that was pretty okay is if Mike was in charge, Cape Canaveral would have been called Space Place.
Space Place.
I also learned that Thanksgiving is a week from today.
I think that's your real takeaway.
It really was. I had no clue. What am I doing?
Thanks for killing my joke, Deck.
Oh my gosh, it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for being here. Tune in next Thursday when we definitely incorporate Post Malone Nut Butter into the GMS Puppet Pals Mad Libs Theater. And we'll be back tomorrow as we are Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific Time on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Please say good morning from GMS to Rena, and we will see you again tomorrow. Thanks to Mike, Sean, for Austin as well. I am Hefty Goof. It's been a lot of fun. Have a great weekend, but we'll have one more show before it coming up tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.
Took a chance in a trance, painted red, where's the romance? Took a chance, one glance, painted blue, ended on a rain dance. Now a bit stronger, Not alone with a monster. Yeah, I gotta say I want this on me. Can't find this anywhere. Constant calm inside, yeah. Waves above stand by, yeah. Feeling calm inside, yeah. Won't find us anywhere.